Tonight on the Famicast, it's the Famicast Game of the Years 2021, aka the Fammies, sponsored by Nishin Noodles and Soldier Boy for some reason.
Yes, crank it.
Oh goodness, yeah, it's the Fammies, isn't it? 2021. We're here. We've got our suits on. It's your boy JC. I don't know why I'm doing the intro. Danny, reasons?
You're the most eloquent of all of us.
Yes, and also you literally said you wanted to do it, so
I just did the fucking intro bit. That didn't mean the whole thing. Jesus.
Wow, I can't read minds. Okay, fine. And we're also joined by Ty Sugar.
It's me. I am ready to fucking party. We're gonna crank that Soldier Boy.
That's right.
Like,
yeah,
we're talking about games and years or something today. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Right. In case you're listening to the audio show, we're all suited up. We're in our best best
fuck.
tuxes.
Yeah. Where'd that come
How
from?
did this happen?
Right. It finally happened. I guess this is a good time to say, ah, shit, here we go again.
It's here.
Because we're
Yep.
doing it again. So, yeah, we're going to, we're mixing it up a little bit. Some awards have gone. I don't think we have any new awards, question mark. Slash,
Yeah. Well,
maybe. I don't think we do.
We could for our personal, our personal awards could be.
Yeah,
Never know.
yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, we've got some new ones apparently, and of course the classics. They're all coming back. If you are listening live right now, there is a chance to join in. Well, if you're a patron, of course, you can add in your nominations to the nominations list that we sent out to you guys. But if you're not a patron, you can still join in with the Twitter polls. I think we're just a few minutes away. So if you go to the Famicast.com, it's our pinned tweet, and we've got a list of nominations. You can just boom, 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 just mash through those, and they will be considered as part of the considerations.
Nice.
And
That's
James
right.
misspoke there. You might want to check out twitter.com at the Famicast, not the Famicast.com for that one. But
That's right. Yep. HTTP : /
James, now
yeah.
it's my turn to troll you for the whole episode.
That's right. Am I seriously am I doing this? Okay. Oh man, we got the boys in the chat as well. James Allen, gentlemen.
What's good?
Looking very suave. Thank you very much. And Mr. B apparently disagree, but whatever. But it is the Fammies, Lemonade. You are correct. It is the Fammies. This is the last episode of 2021, and actually the last episode of the Famicast overall. We're quitting after this. No,
Well, for 2020, for 2021 at least.
yeah, I'll say we're quitting after this, and we'll come back probably in January.
Yes.
Weirdly. Right then,
A heartfelt final episode. And get hyped for the new series.
That's
Yes.
right.
Right,
Yeah.
it's PR 101. Let's go.
Well, yeah, well, a bit early for season 6. That happens a few months into the next year. But yeah, we are mixing it up. We're actually going to start with our personal top 5s, which we usually do right at the end when we're near death.
Yes.
And Danny doesn't know what the fuck's going on. I mean, he doesn't know what the fuck's going on most of the time. But
I'm probably not even talking about like the games I actually liked, let alone played. So
right. So yeah, we're going to do the regular awards after the top 5s. Most people listen to award shows for this stuff anyway, so we might as well do it right at the start.
Sure.
Yes, Chris is right. The Famicast is dead. Long live the Famicast.
Yes.
Fantastic. So yeah, we're just going to go round robin, starting at number 5, and yeah, give our number 5s, give our number 4s, etc., in case you've never listened to an awards show podcast before. Well, you shouldn't have, because you should only listen to this one. Screw the rest of them. Cool. So I guess, oh yeah, I'm starting, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, number 5, personal top 5, is. Let me just actually just bring it up here. So are we're doing kind of notable ones that I've just missed out in number 5, or should we do that after?
If you really want to, you can. I mean, I have a couple, I guess I could say.
Yeah,
I forgot because
let's just do the ones that just missed out, just so we know where we are, and these are not going to be part of the top 5. Let's do it like that.
Okay.
So for me, which ones just missed out? They're around about the hour mark. We do it by game time. If you're new to the Fammies, very strict. Has to be a game released this year on Switch. It could have released 25 years ago on the Xbox, but if it came out this year on Switch, that's fine. And spoilers alert, often that happens, especially with Ty. So
Hell yeah. You know what all the good Switch games are because I already played them.
That's right. When he was a mere teenager. So yeah, my kind of floating around the 1 hour mark, I got a few stuff I just played just because it came out and it was new, and I thought I'll give that a try, and then really didn't like it that much, maybe. So I got Knockout City, which I played for less than an hour, which is like a free-to-play dodgeball game. It's kind of like mixing Fortnite with dodgeball.
Yeah.
Had a cool style, and it's way better than Ninjala. Way better than Ninjala, but it's just, whatever. It's a free-to-play, give us your monies if you want to win. Super Bomberman R Online, which that was a thing. That was another one of those battle royale games, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but it was all right. Pokemon Unite, again, ditto. I tried it for a while. It was, if you want to get into MOBAs, I guess that's one way to do it. I tried it out, and it was fine. But I just don't like MOBAs. Then we had Sky Children of the Light, which I think it was maybe released like a year ago, maybe on mobile. But like the Switch, I believe, is like the only console version, because the developers wanted to have a Nintendo game because it was their dream or something like that. Anyway, it's a free-to-play game. It wasn't originally free-to-play on mobile, but when it came to Switch, then the mobile version also became free-to-play, something like that. Anyway, it's a beautiful game, really nice. It's from the guys who made Journey. And yeah, you can tell it's really, really visually beautiful. But I guess after the first hour, when it starts, asking you for get your skins on and, invite your friends to earn points, and there's like 4 types of currency, I'm like, I'm out. Okay. But the first tutorial hour was really nice. And then a couple of games we got codes for, which were Islanders, which was like part of a direct. It's like, basically like a very chill Sim City, but it's like an island. And it's nice. It's nice. It's good. You can't really play for long stretches of time. It's just like play for a couple of minutes. That's fine. Put it down. And then Garden Story, which is like a really cutesy RPG, kind of like Earthbound looking, but you play as like a little garden pea at the bottom of the garden. Like everything is miniaturized, like Minish Cap. It's cute, but I don't know. I just fell off it. It's just maybe too talky for my liking, which is often why I don't like many RPGs, but there it is. So Danny, just want to get some near misses. Oh, sorry, Ty. Ty's next. Oh, sorry, we decided the order already. Yes, Ty. Any just kind of throw away, didn't quite make it?
Not really. I was struggling to even come up with 5. I didn't even come up with 5. Like, there's like the random games, like we played like a Hot Shot Racing, but that was probably last year's game, right?
Yeah, that's last year.
Yeah, like there's probably a lot of stuff I just played for like an hour, like on Xbox, maybe.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I barely fucking played my Switch this year.
Yeah.
Well, Streets of Rage 4 is probably worth a mention, because like that's technically not allowed to be in the top 5 because it was last year's game, but you played the DLC, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna break the rules and go ahead and nominate it anyway. But like, I mean, if you want to be Ranger Rick about it, go ahead.
Yeah.
But
what was? Yeah. Okay. I thought you had another one like that as well.
Oh yeah. What did I just erase off of here?
There's some kind of like DLC.
Oh no, it was Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2.
Oh, that's a legit. Yeah. Okay, that's legit.
But
yeah, that was
not
last
this
year's
year,
game.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought I bought it right when it came out this year, but I guess it came out and I never found out about it. No.
Wow.
Christ. How do these things happen? Maybe it only just came out on Xbox where I played it.
There it is.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
That could be true, actually.
Could be true.
All right then, Danny.
Yeah. So like I played quite a few different things. Some of the more, I think there are a couple of games I put about 10 hours into, and some of them I beat, like, for example, Star Wars Republic Commando. Old ass game, came out not only on Switch this year, but all sorts of other platforms. I got the collector's edition from Limited Run Games, which just came in here recently. And actually,
Fancy.
yeah, they're releasing that physical here in Japan. It's like they have it already out in the West, like through THQ Nordic, Star Wars Republic Commando and Racer, and then they had like the Jedi Knight games are also coming out as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying those out. Another 10-hour marker for me was Skyward Sword, which I was really enjoying during like summer vacation. And then I started playing like Final Fantasy IV and like doing some stuff with that. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I think the controls do take a little bit of getting used to. And I was not doing motion. I just had no interest in that. I was just doing stick controls. It's okay. When you're kind of exploring around, that's the best part. When you're in like really intense battles, it can be a little annoying. But maybe it just comes with more practice. And then, yeah, I think the only other game where I got around 10 hours was Pro Yaku Spirits, or Pro Baseball Spirits, the Konami baseball simulation that came out on Switch this year. Yeah, I wanted to play a little bit more, but, things come out and you just keep playing, or you just keep going on and playing other things. It's kind of like, doing a podcast. I feel compelled to move on to something. Yeah,
I like how your like bottom rank games, like number 6 to number 10, is like 10 hours. That's like probably like would be in my top 3.
And like this year, as well as like the past couple of years, I haven't really been playing anything on and like not on Nintendo platforms. Like I haven't played anything on my PS4, nothing on mobile.
Oh yeah, I've put in like a fucking 1,000 hours in like 2 different Xbox games this year.
Oh, dude, yeah, I believe it. I mean, yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's it. I mean, I think my top 5 games, some of you guys out there might already have a guess. Lemonade actually has a guess. Train driving game confirmed to be Danny's game of the year. Well, we'll see.
I respect it.
We'll see. It might not be.
Lemonade saying, are these mentions are every game James played this year?
Right. It's like, James,
Yeah,
I played this game for 3 minutes. I played this one for 4.
Seriously. I haven't played that many games this year, so I've got to get it out my chest now. I mean, I could tell you about the old games that I've been playing, but those are just the 2021 games.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to do that as well, or do you want to save that for next time?
Yeah. Well, let's just go to your number 5, man.
Number 5, for reals this time, is the Nintendo 64 online app.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
So that would be Star Fox 64 and Mario 64, I guess. I think are the top 2. I didn't touch Zelda. So it's probably just Star Fox and Mario, to be honest. Yeah. That 2 of my favorite N64 games, and it was nice to play them on the Switch. I mean, those two games were probably the best emulated of everything on that selection so far. I mean, I haven't played Paper Mario just recently came out, right? I haven't played that yet, but yeah, I didn't play that back in the day either, so I couldn't have any frame of reference. But Mario played really well, and Star Fox played really, really well, so I was happy with that. So yeah, I only played that for 3 hours or more. That's my number 5. Ty, your number 5.
Oh, my number 5. Hold on,
I've
butchered my list. All right. No, it's not for real.
The hour count can't be real.
Yeah, fake or real. It's back, baby. So yeah, Delicious Pretty Girls Mahjong Solitaire, clocking in at 1,200 hours. No.
Good.
No, realistically, it's like 4 or 5 hours. So I did play it a bit.
Wow.
I do like to see those big anime girl boobs, but not as much as I like the match tile.
That's great.
Yeah.
You got it for like 300 yen or something?
Yeah. It's like full price is like $5 or $6, and I got it for like a fraction of that. I saw it because Kamiya was tweeting about it nonstop on Twitter. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this guy playing? Like, okay. Oh, it's like $1. Okay, I'll get it. and troll the Famicast with it. Hell yeah!
Nice.
I should stream it on Discord later.
Balls is asking how many hours you put into UFO Catcher. I guess that would be in your top 5, wouldn't it? Top.
Yeah, it would. I mean, Toreba does have an app on Switch.
Oh shit! Cool.
Yeah, it does. I've never tried it. Maybe I should install it just to see if it gives me some more free plays.
Yeah, and
but yeah, like
that'd be
every
dude. Like that, if as long as it allowed, like, well, I mean, if it allowed like screen capture and video capture, that's a really easy way to do it.
Oh yeah, actually, you can just download your replays.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's even easier with that. It's just literally press of a button and just typing shit.
Yeah, I even posted a couple in the Discord, I think. Yeah, that with it with that fucking crazy contraption one that I got the girl in the bee suit out of. Right? These are the kind of things I do online daily.
Nice.
Danny. We'll go for Danny's number 5.
Yeah, for me, it's Buddy Mission Bond, which was excuse me, Nintendo published Japan only game that came out in January earlier this year. I didn't actually beat the game, but maybe around halfway through or so. It's kind of long, kind of wordy. I'm kind of a little bit slow when I'm reading Japanese, so it's like, it takes a bit of time. But cool game. I really wanted to play more. It's just, sometimes you just kind of run out of time sometimes.
Yeah.
18 hours for that, if I didn't say.
18. Wow. Yeah. That's your number 5. Jesus Christ. Nice. All right, then. So I guess we're back to me then, number 4. So my number 4 is Axiom Verge 2.
Oh, okay.
Which I put in for 4 hours, which seems low. Felt like I played more than that. I mean, I've got pretty far in the game, but I haven't finished it yet. But yeah, I was a big fan of the first one, and the second one is completely different, which kind of threw me for a loop at the start, but then I kind of got into it, and it has some like really things that are like really different from the first one. Are these kind of alternate kind of universe that you go to in as the little robot dude, and it goes into like a super 8-bit kind of stylized pixel thing, and they're quite tricky, and it's very easy to get lost. And they're very simple at the start, like because you turn into the robot dude, you go inside the kind of a portal, and then sometime at the start you just kind of jump over one thing and then shoot something, and then it unlocks a gate in the main world. But by the end of it, it's like it's a fucking labyrinth. It's like a huge whole other world I have to go through, and you die quite easily because you're this little robot dude. But it does have spawn points and stuff like that, and you can save even within those little extra portal sections. But they were taking a long time, and there was one which I got stuck in for a while, and I've only just recently got out of it. But yeah, I guess I hit a wall with that, and I kind of put it down for a while, but then I got back to it and I got through it, and now I'm kind of like back into it again. So I might add some more hours into that at the end of this month. This month. Yeah, that's always the weird thing about the Fammies. Like we're doing it like on the 15th of December. We've got another 2 weeks, and those 2 weeks are usually when we're off, off regular work. So I actually, ironically, have more time to put into games. So it kind of just throws all of my top 5 out the window by the end of it. Yeah. So Ty, you don't have a number 4, or you got to kind of push everything up? Or?
I had something, but now would be a good chance to say if we were doing this a few hours later, it would be Death Smiles 1 and 2 collection. It's coming out on the 16th. Yeah, and that is one of my all-time favorite shmup games, and I highly recommend it to everyone. So just imagine I was playing it right now.
That's coming to everything tomorrow?
Yes.
Nice. Cool. Including Switch? Wow.
Yeah. That's right. Nice. Get it. It's so good.
So Ty's going to put in like, I don't know, 20 hours tomorrow, and then that'll be his number 4. Boom.
Yeah.
There it is.
Deal.
Deal.
Danny?
Yeah, my number 4 is actually Metroid Dread.
What?
Yeah. So I played Metroid Dread for 25 hours, and Yeah, I mean, I know it can be a bit of a divisive game with some people looking at a certain someone whose name begins with an R and rhymes with itch in the Discord. But no, I really enjoyed the game. I thought the controls were solid. I didn't think it was like hard. I didn't think it was easy by any stretch of the imagination. But like, I got used to some of the boss fights and stuff like that. I thought they were cool. Some things can be a bit tricky, but if you stick with it, you can get through. I could see reasons why people might want to quit playing or something like that. I don't know. I thought the progression was pretty cool. It was pretty natural. How you would sometimes areas would be locked up, so you couldn't backtrack. But I thought that was good because it pushed you forward to places where the game wanted you to go without telling you exactly where to go. Unless you talk to the computer and he literally tells you where to go. But I mean, like aside from that, like it's kind of hard to get lost. I think I was only lost maybe like once. Like I didn't really know what to do, but like I might have like checked a guide or something and just it's kind of just pressed on. I ain't got time for this sitting around doing stuff all on my own all the time. But
I guess the large highlighted white section of the map wasn't good enough hint for you.
No, but that's just for secrets. That's just for secrets and stuff. That's not necessarily where you go.
Usually the big white box is where you're supposed to go.
No, it's for secrets.
All right. Take your word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, Limited in the chat said too. He said, I only like Dread for the first few hours. Understandable.
Wow.
It's not for everyone, and that's cool, So
all right then. Ty, do you have a number whatever
No, number whatever? Yeah, sure do.
Number 4, whatever.
3. I think we're up to 3, right?
Yeah, and actually, James,
it's me, isn't
you're
it?
next.
Yes,
yeah, get it together, kid.
Jesus Christ.
On.
So my number 3 is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury World, as it's known in Japan. So obviously the first half of that title is old,
right?
But it was re-released on Switch this year. But the Bowser's Fury is the only part that I was interested in, which is like a brand new story campaign ? And yeah, this gets around the legal loophole. It's not DLC. It was a brand new game. So suck it, Ty.
No, I mean, like it's like you said, it was originally a Wii U game, and now it's on the Switch. Like same works with all sorts of stuff. So like, yeah, it works.
Yeah. So yeah, Bowser's Fury. I'm only going to talk about Bowser's Fury because I didn't play 3D World at all. I played like the first world just to check how it ran, and it's like, oh, cool, this runs like 60% faster than the Wii U. Holy shit! Like 1080p, 60 frames a second. That's hot. But I wasn't going to go and play the whole game again. I fucking 100%ed that game, and that is a beautiful game with great music. But Bowser's Fury was pretty good too. I mean, it's got this weird overtones of Super Mario Sunshine because they have this shines, the cat shines, and it's all like beach resort looking, but it's 3D World controls, and old brand new music as well. And this whole thing about, this giant fucking Giga Bowser comes and just wrecks shit like every 10 minutes or something like that. So it's kind of like pushes you to find shines to kind of like get him to go away. And it's a really kind of interesting take on it. I mean, it's like no 3D Mario's ever done that kind of thing before. So it's pretty cool. The people complained about the camera, but like if you crank up the sensitivity to max, which is what I read in a review, it's like do that. The first thing you should do is that, and that will help, and it totally did. So I never had any problems with the camera. But yeah, beautiful, wonderful game, nice music, very clever take on the Mario formula. Mixes it up. It's familiar, but like feels new at the same time. So I really enjoyed it. I 100%ed it. I think I got I think there's only like 90 shines or something like that. It's a bit smaller than a regular 3D Mario, which usually is like 120, right?
Yeah.
Maybe there's like 1 or 2 like really like little teeny tiny thing that I haven't done, which is like you have to do something really annoying. It's like because it's open world and some things only happen at certain times, or it's like on a time loop kind of thing. So you have to wait till a certain time for that to happen. It's like I think it's one of those I haven't done, but I got all the main ones, and yeah, It's great. That was my number 3. So now we're on to Ty's number 3.
It's Quake, baby. Quake remaster.
Quake Remaster. Nice.
Yeah. Pretend I played it on Switch. I played a couple episodes, did about 10 hours. I like it a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does it have online in that one?
It does. In fact, they had an update that added a new mode, like a new mode.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like kind of a I don't know what you call it, like a arena survival kind of thing.
Okay.
100 guys on an island. You fly in. Yep.
No, it's more like in TF2 they have man versus machine, and there's that entire game killing floor. It's where a bunch of AI monsters come at you and you just try to survive for as long as possible.
Nice.
I think
I like.
But this ancient game is getting updates. It's amazing.
Yeah, man. Danny, number 3. What do you got?
Number 3 is Densha de Go Hashiro Yamanote-sen.
What?
Yeah.
More than Metroid Dread. More than Metroid Dread. Jesus Christ.
Yes. So I played that game for 33 hours and about actually 33 and a half or whatever. But yeah, no, I really got into that game earlier in the year. It has like a lot of different modes and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff to do, and they have kind of like this I wouldn't say story mode, but it's like a mission mode, I guess, rather. And you go through and, you go to different train stations and you have to do, there's different challenges, as you're driving the trains and stuff like that, you have to hit certain speeds. You have to slow down at certain places. You can honk at, people that are like train nerds and, stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff to do, turn on your windshield wipers, turn on and off your lights when trains are coming in or going to pass you and stuff. So, I mean, there's a lot of, as relaxing as the game can be, it can also be kind of hectic, especially when you're first getting the hang of the controls, because there's, like I said, there's a lot of shit to do.
But
yeah, no, I found
this controller that you bought definitely helped, right?
No, the train controller, no, man. Like when this first came out on the Switch, they had hinted, like this company called Zuiki hinted at that they were making a controller for the Switch, like a train controller, and they ended up kind of releasing it over the summer. It was like roughly like $130, like USD. So I was like, yeah, I like this game, but I'm having fun playing it with my regular controller, So I was like, I'm not going to pay that much for that. So I never got into that part of it, but no, man, really fun game. And yeah, I can't recommend it more. A lot of fun.
Yep. I really like the mission where you had to brake on time.
Yes.
Times.
I mean, this listening to like what it's about, it probably sounds kind of boring, I guess. It maybe just kind of depends on your personality or what you're into or whatever. But like I said, it can be pretty relaxing.
All right, then. Take your word for it, mate. So let's go on to my number 2. Number 2, I don't think this is going to be on many people's top 5s, actually, is Pac-Man 99.
Ooh.
Yep. It's it's one of those. I mean, Danny talked about Tetris 99 for like the past 3 years. I mean, I like Tetris 99 as well, but this one got its hooks in me a lot more. This was released like quite early in the year, I think, like maybe February or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, and yeah, I just got really into it because we never got Pac-Man Championship Edition on Switch. We got the second one, which is not as good, but we never got the first one. This one is like, at its core, it is like Championship Edition. Is that correct?
I know what
Champion Edition. You know the one, the Xbox, the one on the Xbox 360, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's so good, and like because you're playing against other people as well, and just like they added this thing with a little ghost that they add on when you eat, and they like throws it to other people, and people can throw stuff onto you. But like if you get in the loop, like the thing what I like about it, it's like it's more of a game than Tetris is. You know what I mean? There's like more to it because like you are moving in all directions and you're like picking up items. And you're getting into that flow. And once you get into that rhythm of like, eating the train of ghosts, getting the fruit to reset the board, getting the pack dots to speed yourself up, and like getting in that loop and just perfecting it. Like I was going up the ranks. Like I never got a number 1, but I think I got like a 2 or a 3. But I was getting like regularly in top 5s by the end of it. And I guess that also happened with you, Danny, right? With Tetris, right? You got into a rhythm where you can like regularly get in top 10s, right?
Yeah.
And I was like that with Pac-Man 99, and it was just very just like, I don't know, like relaxing in a way, even though it's so frantic, but like,
yeah, I was gonna say,
but like, you have something that you can kind of repeat and enjoy again and again.
It doesn't take like I totally get it, because like with Tetris, especially when it first came out, maybe I was like stressed out at work, so I can like come home and just kind of like decompress.
Yeah,
you don't really have
like
to
that.
I mean, you have to think a little bit because you're reacting, but you don't have to like think deeply about what you're doing. You could just it's just kind of like, not junk food, I don't think that's like Hyrule Warriors. But like you could just kind of just sit there and just kind of take it in.
It's lethargic. It's it lets you take out your stress. So yeah, really, really enjoyed it. And I think of all of the Nintendo Battle Royale games, Mario 35, Tetris 99, Pac-Man 99. I know Bomberman is not, by Nintendo, but like of all of those, this is by far my favorite. So that's why it's my number 2.
Chris brings us up. He said, did Pac-Man see any significant updates this year? He said he couldn't get into it like he did Tetris.
I don't think so. You can buy like DLC, like buy offline modes and stuff like that.
Right.
I didn't do that. I just played the regular free, like just like 99 mode, which is great. I mean, like Tetris, I don't think you need to buy any of the DLC. Like just the core mode is good, right? It's the same deal.
Cool.
So Ty, you're number 2.
Number 2. Okay, I'm gonna cheat and say Streets of Rage 4 DLC.
All right.
Mr. X Nightmare it's fun as fuck. It's so good.
Nice.
Played it for like 20 hours. I don't know how exactly. Okay. It was a lot.
Sure.
And that DLC wasn't actually story mode. It was just like arena kind of thing.
Yeah. It's basically kind of like a roguelike arena survival kind of mode. So like it's random every time. You're gonna get random combinations of guys and items and arenas, and you just play the beat 'em up game until you can beat them up no more.
Nice.
Yeah, no, and it had lots of new content, new weapons, new characters, new enemies. I think. Yeah, it's fun.
I guess I should mention at this point, good a time as any, that I put 5 hours into Streets of Rage 4 this year.
Nice.
Like, on the recommendation of Ty. So yeah, I played that game too this year.
Good.
But I can't put it in my top 5 because it didn't get in and by hours and it's old.
Yeah. Well, Chris in the chat, he says, Mr. X DLC is my need to play more next year of the year nominee.
Well said. Nice.
Cool.
Danny, we're 2. Oh, is he right? Number 2.
Yeah. So
here it comes.
This is probably something that I don't think anybody was expecting. I certainly wasn't expecting it. But my number 2 is, first of all, I played this game for 45 hours.
Holy shit. And more than Metroid. Here it comes.
More than Metroid. This is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the definitive edition.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah.
That's like this month only?
Yeah. Like that game is just like a month old. And I literally played it pretty much every day up until like the beginning of this month when I beat it. And there's still like so much more to do. And, I obviously, the game got a bad rap, deservedly so, around the launch and stuff because of the pitiful state that it released in. And, I brought this up with James and we were just chatting the other day, but, on like the episode when Push Dustin was on, we were kind of joking around and said like, oh yeah, there's probably just like Push said like, oh, there's probably a team of like 20 guys working on that game. So like, that's why it's so bad. And James jokingly said like, yeah, it's probably like 4. And I looked up the developer, Grove Street Games, and it's actually 5. 5
Boom!
people. They thought it was a good idea for a game that's coming out on multi-platform to put it into the hands of 5 people. I mean, hey, maybe these guys really knew what they were doing with porting GTA games because they have a huge pedigree of doing this stuff to mobile. But I'm talking, man, putting this stuff into 4K on, the Series X and PS5, putting this across multiple platforms, doing this via AI. Didn't they think some kind of thing like this would come up? I mean, it's really ridiculous. But complaints aside, I mean, the story in that game it's so good, and kind of even just comparing it to the other games in the trilogy, because I started to play GTA 3 the other day, and just to see how far that series came just in that very short span of time, because those games came out pretty close to each other. It's almost like night and day with like the things that you can do, the conversations that the characters are having and stuff like that. So I really liked it. Yeah, and it's like, I think the more, Grand Theft Auto and like a lot of these other games just kind of like continue on. I mean, it's almost kind of like making fun of like society, or, making fun of ridiculous things that had happened. And it's kind of like, I don't know, they kind of like hit the nail on the head, make shit ridiculous. It's serious, but like they try to have fun with it, I guess. Anyways.
Okay. Well, this is a real game. It's not bloody train simulator.
How dare you, sir.
Good one. Good shit.
Yep.
20-year-old game. There it is, number 2.
Right.
So we're up to number 1, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, mine is not surprising at all, really. So last year's number 1. I guess I should mention that first. My last year's number 1, I announced it as BioShock 2 Remastered, but then I immediately after that, I played more Doom Eternal, and then it pushed it over. So, but we'd already recorded the Fammies at that point. So I'm now officially redeclaring my number 1 game of last year as Doom Eternal. Okay?
I'll have to pull out the rule book and see if that's allowed.
Yeah, I played that a lot over the Christmas break, and yeah, all legit in 2020. All legit.
So
and that was a fantastic game. Really, really liked it. So this year's number 1 is, of course, Metroid Dread.
Oh, okay.
No surprise to anyone. I mean, I still haven't finished it, actually. So this will be another game that I'll play over the Christmas break. But I have no complaints about it. I fucking love this game. It's so good. And it makes me so happy to play a Metroid game in 2021. I mean, it's probably going to come up a lot more times in the Fammies tonight. But yeah, it's my number 1 game. So GG. Thanks, Nintendo. Thanks for not forgetting our good robot buddy, Metroid.
Yes.
We love him.
Right, we do.
Ty, numero 1.
Oh, that would be ActRaiser Renaissance.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
You might remember, as soon as that game came out, I bought it on release day and just went ham on it. So I played it beginning.
You broke it. You broke it good, didn't you?
Yeah, I went through the whole game in like 20 hours in like one sitting. Not literally, but pretty close. And yeah, that was definitely the game I played the most on Switch this past year.
A legit Switch game.
Yeah, an actual Switch game. It didn't come out on Xbox for some reason.
Weird.
Oh yeah, I played it on Switch.
There it is. So, Danny, what baseball game is number 1 this year?
Yeah, no, I mean, RBI
Asshole.
Baseball, it didn't even make my mentions. And
Really?
yeah, I mentioned already the Japanese baseball game. So this my number 1 game. It's a game I played for right around 50 hours, give or take. And
Not baseball.
What's that?
It's not baseball.
It's not baseball. Any guesses? No, just thinking of me.
Oh man, I don't know. Is it that solitaire game that ties number 5?
No.
You played it more than him? No.
Yeah, no. So this is actually Wrestling Empire on the Switch. Yeah. So this is another one of those situations where this game came out like in early part of the year, like July 11th, and I only played it for about a month, but I played this game every day for like hours. The cool thing about it is, I mean, I like professional wrestling, especially old stuff. I'm not really so much into it these days, but like what the guy did, it's one guy who developed this game. He basically made wrestlers that look exactly like people that you knew growing up, including, you know, fan favorites like, you know, Bastion Booger and Val Venus and, you know, like just some kind of like this weird off the wall guys that you wouldn't expect to see in a game. And I mean, it's supposed to be kind of like one of those N64 wrestling games, which is cool. I mean, it's a little bit clunkier than that, but you kind of get used to it. And the only reason I quit playing is because my character literally died in the game. Like I was in like a 2-versus-1 championship cage match where the guys basically ganged up on my ass. I was kind of whooping their ass for a while, but then they ganged up on me, threw me into the cage multiple times, broke my neck. And then you see like this newspaper clipping. It says like, oh, you know, we're sorry to say we tried resuscitating Danny Biv after the match, but he passed away at the age of whatever I was in the game. And then when that happens, like your character's dead. And it's like he just goes, because it happens. Like I killed a couple of guys. And stuff. I mean, dude, it was such a crazy game, and that was just like month 1. It's out now on Steam. He put it on mobile too, because, you know, some people want to do that. But like the developer, he's constantly adding to the game. He's adding more like kind of open world parts to the game, adding like booking options and stuff like that. If you don't want to actually like play, if you just want to work on like booking matches and stuff like that. So like, dude's going ham on this. He's putting a hell of a lot more effort, and there's a hell of a lot more quality than anything that the WWE has put out in years.
Yeah, it looks like an N64 game. It's amazing.
Yeah. So
that's when wrestling games peaked. So I don't see the problem here.
Right. Yeah. Right. So dude's got the right idea. But yeah, seriously, Wrestling Empire, chef's kiss. Great game.
Wow, amazing. Danny always with the left field pitch down the touchdown, something like that.
Yes,
one of those metaphors. So there it is, our top 5. Honorable mentions. Well, I guess for the old games, you know, like I guess I like to update people about my Splatoon time. I think Splatoon is actually the one that went up the most. It's now gone up to 245 hours. I played a lot of Splatoon this year because it's my, I don't know, comfort game. Certain things happened this year, and I needed comfort food, and that was my comfort food. Breath of the Wild is up to 200. What else? I finally broke the 10 hours in Tetris 99. It was like under 5 for so long, but yeah. So that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, I would say for me, like only one I guess honorable mention. Like my Tetris 99. I think I put in about 30 hours this year.
Okay.
So
and Ty, your Dead by Daylight's gone up to what? 46,000 hours this year, I guess.
Frighteningly close. I don't know. I probably hit the 3,000 mark by now.
Oh, Jesus. Across like 2 platforms, right? Or 3.
Yeah. There was some pretty exciting DLC this year. Who did they add? They added Pinhead. They added the Hot Topic Witch. They added the artist who has like a bird gun. And they added Guy Fieri. It's it's pretty wild these days. And just today they announced they're gonna add a Ringu anime-chan to the game.
And weirdly, Urkel, which was
and Urkel,
kind of a left field.
Steve Urkel?
Yeah, Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
Wait, are
canon.
You? Wow.
No, Danny, we're fucking with you like really hard.
I mean,
right now.
with that game, you could see it. Like they would find a way, and it'd be like, okay, and then Carl Otis Winslow is the killer. You know.
No, Urkel's actually going to Nickelodeon fighting game.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. They got that Garfield DLC.
Yeah.
All right. Just a quick note from the chat. Xenoblade fan actually sounded up with his top 3 for I guess number 1, 123 hours, The House of Fata Morgana, 83 hours for Bravely Default 2, and 56 hours for 51 Worldwide Games. Wow.
likes his games.
Yeah.
Actually, that Fate of Morgana thing, I believe, weirdly, that is the highest rated game on planet Earth, and I don't know why. Maybe it's
Okay.
like, I don't know, a whole bunch of anime fans, weeaboo fans, got it up there and rated it like 10 out of 10. They got like 10 out of 10, but only at like 20 outlets. And then
Okay.
there's like Breath of the Wild got like 10 out of 10 on like 156 outlets. But that's
All right, take those
not
fanboys up there, pal.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad game, but just yeah, there it is. Right then, so let's move on to the main event, the Famicast Game of the Year awards. Let's do it.
All right.
No personal opinions now. It's just
Facts.
science, just science and fact from now on. Yeah. So yeah, the first one, and yeah, we will be bringing in the Twitter polls as well, and our patrons nominations as well. The Twitter polls have ended. I'm hearing in my ear, yes, they have ended. So don't call or text because you will be charged, but your vote will not count. Okay. So be careful. Number one award we have for you tonight is Online Game of the Year. And the nominations that we have so far are Pac-Man 99, good choice, Nintendo 64 Online, online's in quotation marks for some reason, Pokemon Unite, and Super Bomberman or Online. So Danny, could you just bring up the patrons document? Just
doesn't look
tell
like
me if I'm
anybody
missing anything.
It doesn't look like anybody added anything in there, so that's okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and if we have any patrons in the chat right now, we will take your suggestions or comments as well into consideration. Just to get us started, I'm just going to bring up the Twitter poll. The Twitter poll at the bottom was Super Bomberman R with only 4%. Pokemon Unite and N64 Online were drawn at 20%, and the clear winner was Pac-Man 99 with 54%. So yeah, that's the clear winner. My vote, it obviously goes for Pac-Man 99. In case that's not blindingly obvious, that was my second most played game of the year. I love it. We've got Balls given the N64. Danny, Ty, thoughts? Any additions that we haven't mentioned? Or
I can't really think of any additions for myself. I mean, Switch Online.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
What I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, these are like pretty much the big ones that I probably haven't even played all of these, but I mean, I played half of them, and yeah, I'd probably say Pac-Man 99. I mean, it's functional, very functional. It works fine. N64 stuff like online. It's just, we had an experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was touch and go, wasn't it?
Yeah,
pretty good to mediocre to holy shit, please stop.
Yeah.
I don't know, Ty, how do you feel about that? N60. Oh, did you play Pac-Man 99, Ty?
I didn't even play it at all.
Oh wow, okay.
Damn.
I think I'll abstain from this one. I would rather eat a box of gravel than play a Switch game online.
Oh yeah, game night stuff counts. Balls.
Yeah.
Oh, is he talking about game night as a game, as an experience?
Yeah. That's asterisk. Yes.
Yes. Well,
I traded mine into GameStop.
Oh no, Chris meant game night. The Famicast game night was his online game of the year. Perfect. Good answer. That's the right answer.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
So Danny, your vote is for Pac-Man 99 or?
Yeah, probably Pac-Man.
So yeah, that's a clear winner. So we need a second prize. So it's N64, Pokemon Unite, Super Bomberman R. I wasn't a big fan of Super Bomberman R. The in-app purchases and stuff, and the extra, currencies and stuff were like a lot more in your face than any other of the 99 games that we played. As you would expect, because it's Konami, right? Is it Konami? Yeah.
Yes. Sure.
Or whatever, some Chinese company working for Konami. Who knows? So yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, and it's it does the whole thing like MOBA game thing where it's like rotating out the free characters and all that kind of stuff. It's like, you want to buy this guy who can drop 1,000 bombs at once? Please pay $10 now. That kind of stuff. It was just overly convoluted. Like it's just like the beauty of Bomberman is that it's just simple. You lay bombs and you blow people up, but they somehow made it like not fun.
Yeah.
N64 had a medium to good amount of time. I mean, on game night, the online game night, Star Fox was good. Mario Kart was pretty good. Everything else, not so much, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, if that's the case, I'd say N64 is number 2. It's fine.
I guess it's like a mediocre, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, the whole list, honestly, is that.
Yeah.
So I'm not up in arms about any of these things. So.
All right then. So there we go. We'll have to declare it there then. So Pac-Man 99 is the online game of the year, and the runner-up is the Nintendo 64 Online, I guess.
Perfect.
Of the year.
Cool. Well,
right then, Danny, number 2. What do we got?
Yep.
Oh shit, we totally forgot to mention last year. I apologize. Last year's runners-up was Clubhouse Games, and the winner was Super Mario 35. Really,
dude, it was fine online. Like,
I definitely didn't vote for that.
Better than N64 online, dude. Seriously, like,
I think because Ty abstained for that one as well, so like I was on my own. It's like
it was fine, kind of.
All right. So sorry, Danny. Take it away. Number 2.
That's right. Yeah. So number 2, the Please Stop of the year. And before I forget, last year the winner was canceling online games after 5 years, Mario Maker 1, or heck 6 months, like with Mario 60 or 35. That was the winner. The runner-up was Joy-Con Drift. Why is this still happening, and why doesn't Nintendo care? Well, they still don't care.
Shit. Yeah. The Switch OLED came out and it still has the same problem.
Yeah, that's not going to change.
Have there any online games being cancelled this year
on Switch?
Switch or anything. Ty probably would know better than anyone.
Probably.
Online games being cancelled. Just like
not that I can remember.
I thought there was something recent. I'd have to look through something.
Oh yeah, there was actually. Yeah, now you mentioned it.
Titanfall.
Oh
yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah.
Final Fantasy 11. No.
Some servers are getting shut down. Yeah.
No, joking.
Anyway, not a game that we play anyway.
Right. Well, this year's nominees are NFTs being included in any way, shape, or form in games.
Okay.
Scalpers and the lack of trying to stop them. Chip shortages. Now, we could kind of couple this in with Xbox, PlayStation stock in Japan, which is abysmal. And I guess Switch OLED in general, even though that's easier to get here in Japan than it is the other consoles. So, man, this is kind of a tough one for me. I mean, NFTs suck. We don't need that bullshit in games. Scalpers, that's crap. Chip shortages. I'm more mad about just the stock situation for PlayStation and Xbox in Japan, because I get it. The big developer, big publishers and stuff like that, Sony, Microsoft, they can make more money in the West because more people want that. People in Japan want like more mobile related consoles and stuff like that. And actually, Chris sound off in the comments here. Hey, OLED, to Switch OLED's everywhere in the States. Well, at least where he is. Which, I mean, that's possible. But
Chris does live in the Nintendo warehouse, so
yes,
good luck to him.
Yes.
Oof. Yeah, I don't care about that. I don't care about chip shortages. Don't care about the Xbox not being in stock in Japan. Like, who gives a fuck? I care about scalpers and NFTs. They can get the fuck out. Scalpers, I mean, just in general, whatever console you want to buy, whatever thing you want to buy, scalpers are the fucking scourge of the earth. And there was some like news, maybe it was this year, or maybe it was late last year. There was some news article, like, I don't know, CNN.com or something, and they were like praising this young guy who's like 18, 19, and they were like, this young entrepreneur has got a really good idea. He's been buying stock of all the PlayStations and selling them to people who want them. It's like, dude, he's a fucking scalper. He is literally destroying
entrepreneur.
lives.
This is what you need to strive to be, kids.
And he's made like up to $100,000 selling game consoles online. No, he didn't. You fucking
Well, he
asshole.
got the start from his parents, who own a blood diamond mine in South Carolina.
Oh man, that made me so angry. It's like you're fucking promoting one of the world's worst scalpers. It's like the guy should be taken out back and shot.
Gotcha. Praised.
Unbelievable.
You should send a clip to one of the late capitalism Twitters.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. So anyway, that's my number one is scalpers. And they should all die.
How about you, man?
I'm going to go with NFTs for number one.
Okay.
They're like scalpers, but worse because they don't even have a product. And they're destroying the environment to do it.
Yeah, I like that. They're like scalpers, but worse because they don't even have a product. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay. Well,
that's my number two.
Ty won me over for that being my number two.
Baby.
My number one is scalpers. Okay, James.
Okay, so that would say scalpers is a winner, and then oh wait, we haven't done the online poll. Sorry, NFTs won the online poll by a lot. Holy shit, 80% says NFTs. Scalpers was second, but that was only 13%. And ship charges, nobody gives a fuck. It was only 5%. So if that changes it, does anyone in the chat have anything to say about that? The Patreon one, Danny? Any comments from the Patreon side?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention this. Mercury Steam Metroid games. I think I know who put that in there.
Holy shit.
The person who did that, I think you're the only one, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another one actually pretty serious, allowing a work culture of sexual harassment and abuse in game development, like Ubisoft, Activision, Blizzard, Sony, and whoever else hasn't had public accusations made against them yet. That's from Pokepal 148.
Oh man,
that's really good. We should do that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Holy shit.
Yeah, actually, now would be a good time to shill for the Activision Blizzard workers strike crowd fund, because I got a family member in there.
Oh, sure.
So destroy Activision Blizzard at all costs.
That's right. Especially that guy in charge. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Bezos, I think.
Yeah.
Jeff Musk or whatever.
Yes.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, that would be that actually might be my number two. Now you mentioned it. I totally forgot about that. But that is kind of like topical and also a thing that happened this year, isn't it?
Yeah. Happening for years, right?
Happening for years, but
yeah,
especially the Ubisoft shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. What? Okay, how can we phrase that into a one sentence?
Sexual. We're off to a good start.
Yeah, sexual. This, sexual / workplace sexual harassment, workplace harassment.
Yeah.
And game journalism. No, not journalism. Gaming.
It's about game journalism.
That was me talking to James earlier, and that, trust me, that's not sexual harassment. That means I like him.
Yeah. Okay, so I will change that to my number two.
I have also changed it to my number two. That doesn't help anything.
So I'll delete mine from there. So that would make. So Danny, are you keeping it NFTs and
I'll be the asshole and keep it as is, and that means I don't care about anybody's pain.
Okay, so we have NFTs gets the online vote as well.
Okay.
So online vote. I don't know if that counts for anything. So NFTs has maybe 3 votes, and then scalpers and sexual abuse harassment is drawn, I guess. Oh no, because scalpers has our number one, which has more power. So Danny, yeah,
Yeah. So
So I think it probably has to be Scalpers, isn't it? As the winner. And
yeah,
then-
Scalpers is the winner, and we could just do an executive, Fammies thing, and we can make number 2 be, sexual abuse harassment at game companies. That could be the runner-up.
You okay with that, Ty?
No, I think NFTs are the runner-up, if not number 1, right? Or am I insane? I lust for NFT death, and I will not be silenced.
Right.
The second runner-up is
Okay.
Runner-up 1 and runner-up 2. Yeah. How about NFTs as a runner-up, but let's just say fuck sexual abuse and harassment at the workplace. Get it fucking sorted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah. NFTs, when I was first going through this list, that was the first thing that came to my mind, though. I was like, why are these companies doing? Well, I know why they're doing it, but why? Yeah.
Did you see the Ubisoft thing? They had a fact about it. It's like, do you have to do this via NFTs? And they said no.
Right?
Like they literally just opened with no.
All right.
Right then. So the winner of Please Stop of the year is Scalpers and the lack of trying to stop them. And then the runner-up is NFTs being included in any shape, way, or form. With the honorable mention of sexual abuse and harassment. Well, that sounds a weird way of phrasing it. The honorable...
Whoa.
Fuck sexual abuse and harassment at work. Yep. Right then. So we're going to move on to number 3, which is Ty.
Okay, let's go. Disappointment of the year. And let me tell you, we are all very easily disappointed.
Right.
All right. Oh, we have a big list, actually. Let me just go down it as fast as I can.
Wow.
Let's see. We had GTA Trilogy. Buggy, ugly, it looks like shit. Super Bomberman R Online.
It's mine.
Nintendo 64 Online Performance. And release rate of titles and emulation. Skyward Sword HD still having shitty controls.
I didn't put that on there.
I did.
Lack of Zelda 35 content / games. Oh yeah. Pyron Mithra and Smash? Sora and Smash? Wow. You guys are just like Smash players. If you play any character, fuck you.
Yep.
No Game Boy Online, even after that idiot said it would be. Who is that idiot?
That idiot.
Who cares? Whatever his name is.
Who cares? And lack of decent sharing in Game Builder Garage. Yeah. A lot of disappointing
on the
things in this
Patreon
list.
one. On the Patreon one, another game was added there, Metroid Dread, and I know who put it.
Okay.
The online polls, pretty close actually. N64 online performance at 36%, and then the GTA Trilogy at 48%. Skyward Sword was third. Yeah. No one cares about Super Bomberman R. That was my nomination because, I don't know. I thought on paper it sounds cool. Bomberman, 100-player Bomberman. That sounds cool, but in reality, not so much. What else here? I mean, yes, Sora. For me, it was like a kind of like a wet fart at the end. It's like, oh, great, another white sword character designed by a Japanese dude from a Japanese game company.
I don't even know if you could even count. I mean, yes, the color of his skin is literally white. Even if he was black and an anime character, like,
well,
what's the difference? Anime character? Well, okay, maybe I'm talking on my ass here. Am I? Please.
Well, he was like the #1 requested character, so I'm happy for those people.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with
vanilla.
Sora. I just don't care in general about what's going on with Smash personally.
Yeah.
I
just wanted to put there. And then, Pyra Methra there from Xenoblade, right?
Yeah.
It might as well be from Fire Emblem, though.
I don't know. Their boobs are kind of big. So they get a pass from me.
So yeah, the Skyward Sword thing. I mean, it was so weird. Like when Game Explain did that test, and they did like a side-by-side test of like the Wii remote versus the Joy-Con, and the Joy-Con performed worse than the fucking Wii remote. It's like, what?
Yeah,
I know they have regular controls now. I know.
Yeah.
But just like they haven't fixed that. It's like, wow.
I mean, I personally had no interest in playing the game with motion controls, and like I think you could even just say in general, like if you want to use the Switch like you would the Wii, it's not even just with Skyward Sword. Like people were talking about this when World of Goo came out, like on Switch, how it just wasn't as good and just stuff like that. I mean, I don't know all the technical ins and outs of why that can't be.
Can you just play with Switch Pro, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering, they did that with one of the Pokemon games where they force you to do it in portable mode if you want like regular controls. And if you play it in docked, you have to use motion. I think that is literally the case with one of the Pokemon games.
Maybe like Let's Go?
Yeah,
Let's
that
Go,
one.
yeah.
So I could see them doing it, man. I could see them.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Nintendo, I mean, as much as they don't listen to and react to their fans, so I think recently, I'm talking maybe within the past 10 years, they kind of been doing a little bit of a better job with that shit. But yeah, Skyward Sword's fine. I think it's okay. Yeah, whatever. The motion controls might suck. I really don't. I mean, for me, like number one's got to go with the N64. Online performance and the emulation, how they just haven't gotten it right. I mean, I'm still enjoying it. I haven't seen any of these things personally. This is the shit that you see on like social media. People that have a lot more time to me to play into these things. But like some of the stuff, it's just like, yeah, this stuff could be patched out, or they need to have people working harder and doing better on the emulation. Just when it comes down to it.
No Game Boy Online. I mean, the rumor was like N64 or Game Boy. It turned out it was fucking Mega Drive. Brilliant.
Well, then after that, after all that was announced, like, well, it's coming later. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, I would have preferred Mega Drive. I would have preferred Game Boy to Mega Drive. That's my number one disappointment of the year. I was looking forward to getting some Game Boy action on the Switch. Lack of Zelda 35 stuff. It was weird. I thought they would do a triple pack with the HD games, Wind Waker, Skyward Sword, and then what's it? The Wolf one, Twilight Princess. They still don't have those, right?
No,
they're still on Wii U.
Yeah,
Wii U exclusives. Think about that.
Well, and the Wii and GameCube.
No, the HD ones.
Oh yeah,
which is weird. They're just a Game and Watch, right?
Game and Watch, and I guess you could count Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword and Game and Watch, yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo has been keeping up their promises. Ever since Breath of the Wild, they said we want to release a Zelda game every year, and they have. So I think, I mean, no, it's fine. I mean, I'm glad that they're doing that. So,
I don't know what my runner-up would be, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Danny, what's the game builder guard stuff?
Fuck. I mean, me and James were kind of just talking about this last night, but it's not like quite online. Like sharing is a little bit weird. It's not hard. I think it's doable. They could have just, I think, went a little bit more ham with like maybe being more upfront about just making it like modern online capable. I think that would have just been better. But
importing your friends list from your friends list, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mario.
No, that would make too much sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just a quick little thing from the chat here. Well, you guys think about your number two. I think Ty's already got his number two figured out. But scruffy looking RGB says, any word on when or if they'll be releasing more titles for the expansion pack? And actually, yeah, just a couple of days ago, they talked about how in January, Banjo-Kazooie is going to be the next game, not only in Japan, but basically worldwide. So that's cool. They don't have any like firm release date. So yeah. And then last week, Paper Mario just came out too. So slowly but surely. A little bit too slow.
We're not taking questions from the chat, so stop asking questions.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
We're not cops.
We are taking questions from the chat.
So mine is Game Boy first, and then N64 second. And then you guys, you going for GTA?
Yeah. Great
Yeah.
game. They fucked it up.
Okay then. So N64 wins it.
Yeah.
Wins in quotation marks.
Right.
Easy.
Loses it.
Yeah.
And then GTA runner up. Yeah.
Yep.
All right then. There we have it. So the winner of disappointment of the year. Oh, we forgot to mention last year's. I'll mention it in a second. Is N64 online performance, released rate of titles and emulation in general. And the runner-up is the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. Sorry, Ty, we forgot to mention the last year's winners.
Oh, yes. Last year's winner is Super Mario 3D Collection.
Ugh.
And then Byleth announcement.
Yes.
Yeah, see, there's a disappointing Smash character.
There you go. Yeah. I guess it was asking too much to have 2 in a row, right? 2 years in a row. Smash DLC as disappointment. All right then. So Danny, we are back to you, number 4.
Right. Number 4 is Pleasant Surprise of the Year. What we have up here for the nominees are Castlevania Advance Collection, Metroid Dread, Densha de Go Hashiro Yamanote-sen. I wonder who put that there. Nintendo 64 Online being announced. Banjo coming, win back, like all that type of stuff.
Win back.
Yeah,
Dude,
love win back.
Right.
I mean, say what you will about the game. Just like, wow, okay, they're including that. Cool. Then after that, ActRaiser Renaissance and Kazuya in Smash. So,
Surprising.
James, what is the Twitter polls? What do the
Um,
Twitter polls look like, man?
Man, I feel sorry for Ty here. ActRaiser Renaissance didn't get hardly anything, only 3%. Maybe the people does not appreciate how amazing that announcement was. Like a sequel to a game, like what, 20 years old?
Yeah.
Like just being
30
shadow
years
dropped.
old.
30, just like Shadow announced and then Shadow dropped at the same day. That was pretty fucking hype.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Like
sorry.
I was like, oh shit, and like I go to buy it instantly.
Right. But yeah, Castlevania Advance Collection was number 3, N64 Online 2. Metroid Dread was the clear winner for Pleasant Surprise of the year. Because yeah, having a Metroid game in 2021 was a pretty nice surprise.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's weird because like even though I didn't play ActRaiser, just from like, Ty getting a sequel to like one of his favorite ever games announced was like that in itself was like a pleasant surprise. It's like, cool, I'm glad for you, dude.
I don't care about other people's feelings.
rare footage of Ty buying a Switch game.
Yeah,
Right.
that too as well. But yeah, definitely Metroid Dread is my number 1, and then I guess N64. I mean, but we kind of knew it. There was like all the rumors for so long.
Rumors, I don't think. Okay, rumors don't mean that we knew it. That doesn't mean
That's
shit.
true.
Yeah, but were we surprised?
Well, it's not surprise of the year, is it? It's I guess it is pleasant surprise. Yeah.
It would be been a pleasant surprise if they had like 50 games on there.
Yeah.
I was still pleasantly surprised when they announced it, because even though if it was rumored and we kind of knew that it was coming, we didn't know exactly when it was coming. I was happy when I heard it.
Yeah.
Whenever I, opened it up and we played online and then just
Yeah. I guess the initial announcement was as a pleasant surprise. It's like, wow, they are doing online as well. Holy shit.
Yeah. The controller, I mean, like that was cool too.
Oh yeah. Control.
I mean, it was hype, man. Like the announcement.
Where is it? I'm trying to find it behind me. I can't find it. It's somewhere. So Ty, what's your nomination?
Well, I think I'm pretty much
ActRaiser
gonna have to go with ActRaiser.
What's your number 2 though?
Good question.
Then should it go?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, you played Castlevania Collection, did you? Question mark?
Yeah, but that's not a super huge surprise.
Right.
Right.
I was pleasantly surprised.
I'm really happy for the Metroid people.
Hmm.
They got a game. I'll probably get it sooner or later. It's a damn shame Nintendo doesn't do sales.
Yeah, well,
ever.
hey man, you're gonna have to wait like 4 years before you get a sale on Metroid Dread.
Yeah.
I think there is a sale. It's like a little bit off now in one of the regions. I think I read that on Twitter today.
All right.
What about Kazuya, Tai? Were you?
Yeah,
was that
I
a
think
good,
I might
nice
do
surprise?
Kazuya. Yeah, especially how well he played in it. Like the pleasant surprise for me is like all the music from Tekken over the years. Like they put in like my top 5 picks.
Ooh,
It was great. We'll come back to that later.
Kazuya and his music
Yes.
in Smash. Okay, let's a little bit of a change there. Okay, cool. So that's hasn't really helped our number 2.
No, sorry.
Oh,
Football in the groin.
I mean, we do the
oh, so Metroid is the clear winner, I guess. But
Yeah.
and the runner-up, would be so N64, I guess, because we have two people. Ty
Sure.
split your two across 2 ones that no one else voted for, so you kind of screwed yourself there. But
I could put both of them in ActRaiser. How about that? I can make
right.
things even worse. You have no idea.
Yes, and we have the online as well. The online vote went for Metroid Dread as well, right? So
Yeah, I don't think the 64 online one is really worthy because they charge us so much for it. And we remember we all kind of collectively decided it's not really worth it.
Oh yeah, if you want to take that into account, yeah, that wasn't a pleasant surprise. Like it's costing how much?
Announcement minus the announcement of the price.
Yeah, it's kind of a gouge.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I would like for the council to reconsider ActRaiser as the follow-up surprise.
If I change, I'm going to Denshide Go. I'm sorry.
Actually, I will go with ActRaiser.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
Yes, I can make a strong case these days, apparently.
Well, it's like that dance rhythm game that Ty liked. What's it called? Curse of the something.
Oh,
Crypt of the
Necrodancer.
Yeah, and then there was that Zelda version.
Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise.
I mean, like I think I played the demo and like it was cool and everything, but like just that announcement was just so fucking hype. Like,
right?
I think
because that's like when I went out and actually bought a Switch.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. That alone was like worthy of getting a nomination for me.
Hell yeah.
So in that vein, I will throw Ty a bone and ActRaiser.
Right.
I think it's cool to get a sequel to a game that old as well. I mean, just in general, that is pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, it is more of a remake than a sequel, but okay.
Yeah. Like if there's ever a sequel to Stunt Race FX, I would hope Ty would help me out and vote.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I would happily give points to see you that excited.
So let's call that a runner-up. Danny?
All right.
Any objections? No? Okay.
No, that's fine.
Woo!
So the winner of Pleasant Surprise of the Year is Metroid Dread announcement, I guess. And then the runner-up is ActRaiser Renaissance announcement / release, immediate release. Oh, shit, Danny, last year's winners. Did you mention?
Yeah, no. Last year's winner, Hades, actually took it, followed up by Fantasy Strike going free to play plus new characters. That was runner-up.
Yeah, good. Wow, that was last year. Shit.
Yeah.
Man, it feels like 5 years ago.
Right.
All right, then. So we're moving on to one. Yes, I'm not sure about this one. We'll see where we go. Number 5 is a Pandemic Game of the Year. Previously TGS Game of the Year, but that TGS doesn't exist anymore. So
it does, but it doesn't. Yeah.
We're a bit light on nominations, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. But the only
now that the pandemic is a perpetual hell world, we could just call it the same as Game of the Year, maybe.
Right, that's a good point. Well, we only had Density to Go and Pac-Man 99. I mean, last year's winners was a lot more easy to grasp. It was Animal Crossing, which we all voted for, even though none of us played. And the runner-up was Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah, you don't have to play Animal Crossing to enjoy it, is the thing.
Yeah. And then the Twitter poll, I didn't really know what to put on it, so I put Density to Go and Pac-Man, but then I put Metro Dread and then an older game, and an older game won it. So I guess people are just playing older games, and that's what I did. Like I was saying it in my top 5, right? Like I said, I played Splatoon 2 for like 100 hours this year alone. So like that was my pandemic game of the year, was Splatoon 2.
Maybe we should keep this category perpetually, but like rename it to like the best grinding game.
Right.
Well, I mean, kind of like my thinking was like, I think around the time that Density Go game did come out, like I went to Tokyo for the first time in like 2 years, just last weekend.
Wow.
And like, I understand some people, they commute to work and stuff like that, and they go to Tokyo every day, or they go wherever they need to go every day, especially here in Japan. But yeah, right. But I know for me, it's like I just stayed in my town. I didn't really go anywhere outside of like my mother-in-law's and like the mall occasionally or something. But so like having a game like Density Go, I mean, yeah, like I said, it's kind of relaxing, but it's cool because I generally like kind of like riding the trains as long as I'm not completely packed.
Okay, so it's like a life simulator for you. It's like
kind of
riding the train.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that.
Home.
The sounds, I mean, like everything about it is pretty legit, minus like station jingles, basically. But that is cool.
That is somehow very adorable. what you just said.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But no, that was kind of like how I was kind of like getting my jolly. I was like, okay, I don't really want to leave my house for multiple reasons. Lazy, just want to avoid people, and then that type of stuff.
That is somehow an amazing like pandemic game of the year. You just nailed it. It's like literally a game about like avoiding the pandemic by just pretending to ride the train because you can't ride the real train.
Yeah,
that's very good.
And then I ride my bicycle by the train every day and start thinking about, man, I bet I can score more points than these idiots driving it.
Okay. Okay then. Well, my vote was for Pac-Man because at the start of the year, I hadn't just finished work, but like the new semester hadn't started yet. But, very shit was going down, and that was a very lethargic game for me. Like it was really good times. Good. It came out at the perfect time for me. Just kind of like you just don't have to. Well, you do have to think, but it's like you can just zone out. I guess zone out and just play it. And that was my kind of initial game that I played this year. And then I'll throw a bone to Danny because you sold me on the playing trains game.
Cool. Well, I'm like the opposite. Density Go, and then I'll get Pac-Man. I'll get Pac-Man 99 Go.
Okay.
For number 2.
So I guess everyone else in the whole world is just like playing Animal Crossing. So
probably.
Again, still. Did I say the online? Oh yeah, the online one was just older games, and the other one was Metroid Dread. Yeah, Density Go got 0 votes. By the way,
of course it did. I mean, I know. I think I make a strong case, but.
Of all of these polls, nothing got 0 except that.
Oh man, I should have voted in it.
Ty,
you abstaining?
Abstaining?
You for pandemic game, yeah.
Okay.
Dead by Daylight was your pandemic game of the year, I'm assuming.
And State of Decay 2 is a game I put in an insane amount of time on.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
A game to escape the world.
Yes.
Dead by Daylight, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a 1 and a 2 and a 2 and a 1. So that doesn't help us, does it?
Oh, maybe I'll pick an arbitrary one.
Oh wait, the online one, Pac-Man got 3%. There you go. So that puts it over. That puts it over Density Go.
I think Density Go wins by default then.
What?
In some circles, 0 is a circle. So that means, I don't
know. Does it creep over the line? Does Pac-Man creep over the line? I don't mind giving it to Density Go if Ty doesn't have anything to say about it.
I don't know who's gonna pay me more.
I know where you live. I could
Has
bring a
Densho
bag of money to your house.
Has it won anything else?
Then should it go? Not yet.
Pity
Pac-Man?
vote.
Did Pac-Man win something?
Didn't it?
Oh yeah, you won online game of the year. Okay, yeah, let's throw it back. Let's throw it to the Densho the Go game then.
Yeah,
Fine.
baby.
Okay then, there it is. I'm calling it a winner. So the winner of Pandemic Game of the Year is Let's All Ride the Train, Hashiro Yamanote-sen. And the runner-up is Pac-Man 99.
Let's go.
Okay then, so up to number 6, which is tie.
Oh yeah, games we need to play more next year of the year.
Right.
Love that title. We have some nominees, but first, last year's winners.
Mhm.
We had Hyrule Warriors AOC edition and Doomy Turtle.
Yeah, and I did.
Oh, good job.
I literally did that. Need to play more of the year, and I did.
Nice,
I
yeah.
did not play more of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez game.
Yeah, me neither, man. Like one of my buddies from Raccoon City Cinema, like he said he just picked up Age of Calamity on a sale, and yeah, he said he's like really digging it. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
Oh.
so it makes you think like, man, maybe I didn't give it a fair shot, but I haven't.
I'd like to.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So
What
let's
about-
see our nominations for this year: Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread. Let's see, Deltarune Chapter 2, Famicom Detective Clubs.
There are two of them.
Yes, there are two of them. And new Pokemon Snap.
A game which is like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Danny.
Try 9, or I don't
Okay.
remember how long. There's a website that keeps track of that shit. I forgot what they said.
I mean, Metroid Dread. Did I add that? I mean, that's on me. It's just because
Yeah,
I'm,
must have.
various things happened and I just haven't had time to put into it. It's not like the game's too long or it came out too late, right? It came out like 2 months ago, right? October.
Yeah, it was October.
Yeah. But Deltarune, the chapter 2 just came out like last month, and then more chapters are coming? Question mark.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like 5 chapters or something, and the first 2 are free. When it's
Yeah.
free, you don't have an excuse to not play it.
Right.
I downloaded it, didn't play.
Are they on everything, Ty, or is it Switch and PC only at the moment?
Good question. I'm not sure.
I believe it is. I think it's only Steam and Switch at the moment, but I think they will eventually go to the other ones.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
what happened.
when all 5 chapters are out, maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, props to the 84 guys for doing the localization of that one. Yeah, I need to play chapter 2. I definitely want to play chapter 2 like early next year. Want to finish Metroid Dread. I'll probably finish Metroid Dread this year. So, and then I'll move on to Deltarune next year, maybe. I don't intend on playing Famicom Detective Club, Pokemon Snap, or Guardians.
I've always wanted to try Detective Club.
Yeah, I actually, you know what? Like, because I literally have like the collector's edition of Detective Club, and I just pop it in just barely. Like, I'm kind of not like, I have the Japanese version. It's only available in Japanese. I think maybe Chinese is an option too. It's kind of weird. But yeah, there's a couple of different extras with it, but it seems cool. And like, yeah, I was really interested and really surprised that this came out in English.
Yeah. Again, it's one of those things like you're just kind of happy something exists, even though you're not actually going to play it.
Yeah. Well, I own it, so it's like, okay, that's gonna be my number one, I think.
Looks good on a shelf of the year.
Yeah, it does. I have the collector's edition.
Yeah.
And then I think I'll go for my number 2, Deltarune. Like, yeah.
Did you play chapter 1 then?
I didn't, but
Okay.
I liked Undertale. It was fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, I played through 1 when it came out, and I downloaded 2 and haven't played it yet.
Yeah,
Same.
it's like I downloaded 1 and just didn't play it, and then it just got lost between like all the other games, you know.
I thought about replaying chapter 1 because I just completely forgotten everything. So
Yeah.
I might need to like go back. It wasn't
Like-
that
like-
long. Like,
I think when I downloaded one, it was like standalone, like
Yeah.
off of the website. And
yeah,
then
yeah,
I got 2 on Steam, and it comes with 1 and 2. I'm like,
Oh.
can I? I don't even know. Can I skip chapter 1 because I already did it?
Hmm.
So I have yet to click the game and find out.
Gotcha.
But I am somewhat eager to play it.
Yeah.
Once I have fewer time-sensitive games on my plate.
Sure.
yeah. On the Switch version, the app just kind of updated to be the chapter 1-2 pack. So I'm
Okay.
assuming it's kept my save file. I hope it
Right.
doesn't like erase my save file and say makes me start again. But anyway. Okay, so it looks like Deltarune is the winner, and then the runner-up is. Oh, okay. Oh, Ty's got Metroid. Oh, you want to play Metroid next year? Right. You said that.
Yep.
That looks like it's gonna do it then.
Cool. Easy peasy.
Did I announce the online? I didn't. Oh yeah, Deltarune won on the online vote as well.
Right.
Oh.
Famicom Detective Club was second. Sorry, Deltarune was 45%. Famicom Detective Club was 22%, and then Guardians was 18%. And yeah, Danny still. Some people do want to play Pokemon Snap next year, 13%.
Yeah.
So it's not zero.
It's like I said, I fucking have it. So it's like it's just just prioritizing what I do want to play more Guardians of the Galaxy as well. I've only heard good things about the story, so it's like
Yeah.
Just wish I wouldn't have gone collaborating.
So are we okay with Metroid? I mean, Danny, I'm assuming you're done with Metroid now. Yeah, but it's okay to run runner-up, win
That's
runner-up.
fine. That's cool. I think people should play it because it's cool. It's fun.
So the winner of We Need to Play More Next Year of the Year is Deltarune, chapters 1 and 2. And the runner-up is Metroid Dread. Okay, then. So this is another one where it's like the pandemic one, not really sure how this is going to go down because we don't have enough nominations. This one's mine. Number 7 is Complete Garbage of the Year. So last year's winner was ACA Baseball. Arcade Archives, right? Yeah. And the runner-up was Prehistoric Dude. Holy shit. I remember that one. Awful, like, little platformer game. But this year we only have Balan Wonderworld as the nomination. For the online poll, what I did was I had. Oh yeah, Balan Wonderworld won it, by the way. But the other options were a first-party game, some cheap-ass indie game, or some expensive third-party game. Those are the options for the online poll. Balan Wonderworld beat all of them.
Damn.
In second place was an expensive third-party game. Let me guess, some fucking licensed game or some like annualized sports game, probably.
GTA.
Did Watch Dogs Legion come out on Switch?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Because the launch version of that was broken. Like, it didn't even work right.
Okay.
It was rough.
Yeah.
And then a first-party game was second, a third, and then some cheap-ass indie game was last. So I guess people are more forgiving of the cheap-ass indie games if they're garbage, right?
Right.
But not something like Balan Wonderworld, because that was like a full-price game and it was fucking trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Switch version was even worse, I think. But like any version was bad.
Yeah. I honestly kind of want to pick up a physical Japanese Switch version because some people, I like collecting physical things, and it seems like some people are doing this out of like as a joke, but like not the Japanese version. So like for me, it's like I will have that sealed in 30 years, and or something like that.
From the makers of Sonic and Knights. It's like, kill me now. Who could have predicted it?
Yeah, it seemed cool, honestly. I thought it looked cool when I first showed it off, but yeah.
I didn't think it looked cool, ever.
Okay.
So the runner-up is an expensive third-party game, but no one can think of any examples.
some people might say GTA, the GTA trilogy, but like
Yeah.
that is not completely broken. It's just choppy.
Right.
Like
it's functional. It's not complete garbage. It's like
yeah,
partial garbage.
yeah. It's not like Troll and I or any shit like that.
Well, okay, maybe we don't have a runner-up.
That's fine.
Just a generic. The runner-up is a generic third-party game that probably costs $70 now, right? Because game prices have gone up.
Sure.
It's like on PS5 and Series X games, like $70 now, physical.
Yeah, not Switch games though.
Yeah. There it is. I remember when the Wii was the thing. Like Wii was the only console where games were $50, and 360 and PS3 games were all $60.
Yeah.
Now it's like
yeah.
PS5 and Series X is $70. It's like
4K assets, like just environment, game budgets, and stuff like that are a lot more expensive. So I'm surprised it took this long for the prices to go up. Honestly,
there it is. Well, congratulations to Berlin Wonderworld. You are garbage of the year. Garbage.
Garbage.
Just loop that.
I love it.
In the
combo breaker voice.
Yep.
Put
an echo on it and filter it. Yep.
Sure.
All right then, Danny. We're going to number 8.
Yeah. So this game should really be on the Switch of the year. And this is like a running list of things that we've been adding each year. The best 2 get added. Let's see. Last year's winner was N64 Online. And that's there now.
Arguably still doesn't smell it on Switch.
A
functional online 64 app.
Yeah, there's that. And then the runner-up last year was a Metal Gear Solid collection. It's still not there.
Yep. A lot of these are still not on. Like we don't have Persona 5 still. There's still no Fallout game.
Right.
But we have made a lot of games happen. Thanks.
Yes.
You're welcome, everyone.
Yep. Kingdom Hearts is coming to Switch, all of them via the cloud.
Via the cloud.
Yeah.
Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
We made that happen.
Was a nominee. GTA, literally any of them. I mean, yes.
Yes. Danganronpa.
Yeah. See?
Hell yeah.
But this year, the nominees are, looks like Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto 5. I wonder who put those there. The Nier series, Resident Evil 8 Village, Psychonauts 2, It Takes Two, Rumbleverse, and Trails in the Sky.
Oh, is that the Patreon nomination?
Yeah.
Trails in the Sky.
I think I know who put that there.
Rich?
Yeah. Probably. I mean, unless somebody's just trying to impersonate Rich and it's just doing that. But
I'm gonna put my vote for the Nier series.
Okay.
I think that looks really cool. And it's weird that none of them have been on Nintendo consoles.
Well, the Twitter poll, it looks like Nier series got 29.6%. It Takes Two got 48.1%. Rumbleverse got 3.7%, and then Psychonauts 2 got 18.5%.
I don't know what Rumbleverse is. Ty, was that your nomination?
Yes, it was only just announced and put into beta recently. It's
fighting game.
It's like a battle royale fighting game by the guys who made Killer Instinct season 2 and 3, and it's being published by Epic. It's Fortnite wrestling Killer Instinct.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, Azik also points out in the chat that Disney Collection came out on Switch.
Yeah.
Oh shit. The Capcom ones?
Mm-hmm.
That was a should have been on Switch. I don't think that ever was a should have been on Switch of the year.
I think that was just a general consensus, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
like the collection of NES games was not on the Nintendo console. That was the fucking weirdest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, Nier is my number 1 nomination. Second one, It Takes Two looks really cool. I mean, it's winning awards, like regular awards all over the place, isn't it? Psychonauts 2, I heard Guillaume on the RFM podcast talk about that. It sounds like it's really cool. And that's a game that really looks like it could easily run on Switch as well. Psychonauts 2.
Like,
Looks
just
fun.
it. Again, I was talking with James about this, at some point off of the show, but it's kind of weird when you see games like this or other kind of like platformer type of games on like Xbox or PlayStation, because like like images, you get an Xbox or PlayStation, you're murdering people, or you're being a space robot, or you're playing sports. And like, I mean, there's got to be some kind of a an audience, because they keep making that type of game.
Hell
for
yeah, I
all
love
these
robot
platforms.
murder sports.
No, I'm just like, character, like platformers and this stuff like that, or kind of cutesy type of thing.
Yeah, and they release it on everything except Switch.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's just a technological thing, which I understand.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, okay. All right.
Reduce the
Yeah, I think. What's that?
Just fix up the graphics with your PlayStation controller.
Yes.
Tighten up the graphics on level 5, I believe.
I'm on it. Yeah. I think I'll probably echo James here. The Nier series seems to be getting a lot of love. I can see. I think that'd be kind of neat to have on the system.
It would be a good fit, but I have one condition: it needs to keep the timer that tracks how many seconds and minutes and hours you spend looking up the girl's skirt. That's a feature in the game.
Cool.
And I think on most platforms it shares it with your friends automatically.
Nice.
But only the female friends in your friends list.
It sends it to your grandma's fax machine.
Right.
Oh my lord.
So Nia could be the winner, but we don't know number 2. It takes 2 at Rumbleverse. I need to watch a video of Rumbleverse.
Yeah.
Probably should have done that before the show.
I filled out the form to get in the beta, but I don't think they're including people in Asia yet.
Oh. Well, did you know Japan's not a part of Asia? Japan's.
Yeah, I should have lied on the form.
No, you should have said, no, excuse me, Japan's Japan. It's not Asia. That's what Japanese people would tell you.
This actually looks like that that dodgeball game I talked about earlier in this.
It does.
Yeah. Knockout City.
Yeah, Knockout City. A lot of fighting game people were playing that for a short while. But I think this one is made more by and for fighting game people.
Okay. Oh, it's just a pre-rendered trailer for now.
Oh no, there's gameplay. There's people playing it live right now.
Oh, okay. Really? Okay.
Yeah, find a gameplay trailer. Yeah, I recommend Sajam, Sajam. He's a fighting game commentator / analyst, and he had a really good playthrough where he talked through everything he was doing.
Cool. Danny, nothing from the patrons? They usually have some good nominations, actually.
Yeah, that's it.
I remember Danganronpa won one year, and now they're all on Switch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was on the list for years, and it never ever came out. But this is the year. This is the year when a lot of games we had to actually just knock off this list, right? Like N64 Online, Danganronpa,
And then nice
Kingdom Hearts, Skyward Sword. Yeah, we knocked and GTA. We knocked 5 games off the list this year. That's pretty epic.
Right. All right. I think I'll throw down with Rumbleverse for my number 2.
I mean, I'm gonna guess it's gonna come to Switch eventually, but
just a matter of turning down the graphics.
Yeah. Turning down the graphics on level 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking Switch.
Well, it's me and online say It Takes Two, but maybe Rumbleverse wins it because we got 2 real family dudes voting for it.
Yes.
All right then. So the winner of this game really should be on Switch of the Year. We got 2 editions. The first one is the Nier series, Nier Automata maybe, and the runner-up is Rumbleverse.
Yeah,
which isn't on anything at the moment, but there it is.
That's the power of Keats. Sliding me some KI gold this shill.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, I think BioShock and Mario Maker were my two kind of like, we made those happen. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Okay then. So now up to number 9. Oh shit, who? That was Danny. So Ty next, right?
Sure.
That's
Okay.
Kind of a
Okay.
weird one, but yeah.
Cool. I'd like to complain. Feature still missing from the current Switch. Plus, feature we want most on the Switch, or Switch Pro rather. Okay,
It
so
still
let's
doesn't
see.
exist.
Yeah, you're right. So 4K support
Mhm.
would be nice. There's a lot of stuff in
Uh,
parentheses here, but
Oh shit! Yeah, where we? This is hard to read, isn't it?
and
What hasn't happened yet?
Yeah. So, yeah. I
Oh,
mean,
we have a nomination on the Patreon one. I think
nice.
folders.
Yes. Oh, I would love to read this. Goddamn fucking folders! For fuck's sake, we're 5 years in. How is this not a thing yet?
yeah.
He's
I
right,
mean,
you know.
yeah. I mean, me and James were talking a little bit about this at some point, and like I was thinking, like, I mean, we've been bitching about this since like 2017, and I think stuff that I mean,
yeah.
I think Nintendo did fix a couple of things like ergonomically with the release of the Switch OLED. You know, they made the bezel smaller, which I think is good. It was huge even
Oh,
at the time. It was a pretty damn big bezel. So they kind of fixed that a little bit.
Our built-in
Um,
Ethernet port. We made that
Yeah.
happen. That was the winner last year,
Yeah, dude.
and
Yeah.
we made it happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, some things I think are just going to have to wait until like folders. That is something that they could do, and maybe they should. Maybe that should just be the default winner for this year. I mean, I put 4K support just kind of because I was thinking like, what else can we get, that we haven't already.
I think not having a functional D-pad is pretty unforgivable.
Hmm.
Like they, for example, they haven't, as far as I know, they haven't fixed the Switch Pro and D-pad, and they haven't fixed the Joy-Con drift.
No, they won't.
It's like, what are they doing with their controllers, man?
They're not going to do anything. How the? Yeah, no.
But
I
it's
won't.
amazing here. Like, how many things on this list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things that we've nominated in the past still haven't been fixed. Like,
Yeah.
well, I think you could argue, like, Danny, you always say, like, streaming to Twitch is the kind of like, maybe the hardware just can't do it right. But like,
it's hard telling. I mean, I don't know what it would take to do that. Technologically, it would probably put a lot of stress on the system, and it's something that's already underpowered anyways.
but
I don't know.
Netflix is still not on.
Yeah.
In-depth gameplay records still no. Miiverse apparently was a nomination one year. Don't think that's going to come.
No.
A better mobile app still no.
They did update the Japan only mobile app today. My Nintendo is. Yeah, check the Famicast website for more on that.
The all software layout, they want to permanently have that on. That still doesn't exist. Friend messaging and joining games easily does not exist 4 years later. Achievements still doesn't exist. So yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah.
So what are we adding this year? The 4K support and folders?
I guess. I mean, folders. Yeah, I'd say folders should just win. I think.
Yeah, let's just make that the winner.
4K. It doesn't. I mean, it'd be great, but I don't.
Yeah. Thai Netflix is still on there, so that just stays on until it gets released.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right then. So the winner, the two things we're adding this year are there's a list of like 20 things that still haven't been done.
Mm-hmm.
We're adding another 2 things to the list, which are folders and 4K support. Because Switch Pro didn't actually become a thing.
Yeah.
It's a long rumor, right? Probably the same asshole said Game Boy's coming.
Right.
What an asshole.
Sorry.
Right then. So now we're going up to a nice category. Number 10 is Indie Game of the Year. Last year's winner was Hades. Yeah, Hades won a lot of awards last year, and the runner-up was Fogs. So this year we have Wrestling Empire, Super Nodage Party,
or Nodage,
Garden-
depending on where you're from.
Nodage, Garden Story, Islanders, Sky Children of the Light, Axiom Verge 2, and Halloween Forever. The online winner was... Oh yeah, folders, by the way, folders on the previous one. Folders and achievements were drawn. Yeah. Anyway, the Indie Game of the Year, Axiom Verge 2 is the clear winner, 78%. Second is Halloween Forever. I don't even remember that one. And Wrestling Empire number 3.
Too High Labs. They helped bring it to Switch.
Friends of the show.
Yes.
So online and me vote for Axiom Verge 2. You know,
I'll give Axiom Verge my number 2 because I'm still interested in the game myself, honestly.
Okay.
But yeah, my number 1's got to go to Wrestling Empire. Like I said, I just had way too much damn fun with that stupid game. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is freaking great how much content.
They're doing an update as well, right?
For
Super Nodage Party.
Oh yeah, Super Nodage Party, not Wrestling Empire, but Super Nodage Party. Yeah. Now, what that's actually a pretty fun game too. It's cheap. It's on sale right now, actually, for like $5, like 500 yen. A lot of, if you have like people to play with locally, and you want to try like the return of wacky ass Japan games, like boom, like that's it. But yeah, Wrestling Empire, a lot less Japanese. Pretty much none.
All right. Ty, any preferences?
No, I haven't played any of these games. I will abstain from this one.
All right. Of these ones, I mean, I've played Garden Story, Islanders, Sky. Of those 3 that I've played, I probably liked Islanders the most, I guess. A chill game. Which doesn't help with our winners. But Axiom Verge is obviously the clear winner.
Yeah.
But anything from the patrons, Danny?
No, nothing. Okay. Nothing there, unfortunately.
And then the online one, Halloween Fever, won second. So that doesn't help either, does it? Halloween Forever, sorry.
Or Fever.
Yeah. So it's either Wrestling Empire or Islanders.
Got a Wrestling Empire.
Okay.
Can you create yourself and get yourself murdered and murder other people and go on a podcast and beat people with like barbed wire bats in a first blood match, and they're literally bleeding for 45 minutes and you still don't win because the game is kind of fucked up and they fixed it later? Can you?
In which game?
Halloween Forever.
Yes, you definitely.
Professional wrestling game, Halloween Forever. Yeah. Yes. No, Wrestling Empire.
Actually, Danny, if you die in that game, can you come back?
Not in the story mode. Your character is still there. But like you cannot continue the story because in the story you're dead. Yeah.
In the story, they should just like bring you back, and then somebody says, "I thought you were dead," and then they say, "I was."
I don't know. I need to. Well, like I said, I haven't played it since they've done a lot of updates.
Okay, I'll give you that one, Danny. Wrestling Empire, runner-up. All right. Happy.
No, it should have been best, but whatever.
So, Indie Game of the Year is Axiom Verge 2, and the runner-up is Wrestling Empire. For some reason. All right then. Number 11, Ty, you're up. You have to bet.
All right. Best game that didn't get a mention last year because it released too late in 2021. So like what, second half of December basically?
Wait, it should have been 2020.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh. Right, it's 2021 this year.
Oh damn. You're right.
I edited it too much. I was changing all the 2020s to 2021, but that was the one I shouldn't have done that.
Oh no. Okay, so we'll just say last December. So we have 3 nominations on here. We got Doom Eternal, aka Doomy Turtle.
Yep.
We have Immortals: Phoenix Rising, I'm very close to saying Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Writing.
Yes. And then Double Dragon Neon. Woo!
Hmm.
Guess which one I'm voting for. Wait, did the patrons come up with anything? Oh boy, here we go.
Oh shit! Sorry, James.
Here we go again.
What?
Oh,
You-
the
you-
online. Sorry, yeah, the
You
online.
guys
vote.
can't see it, but we all scrambled to put in our votes for different games at the same time.
Doom Eternal won the online vote, 59%. Second was Immortals, and it was actually a draw tie. Double Dragon and Pixel Junk Eden 2. Sorry, I forgot to add that one. Were 9% each.
Hmm.
Yeah, Pixel Junk Eden 2. Yeah, I forgot about that. It released right at the end of last year. But I think we got a code for it at the beginning of this year, but it was
Wow.
released last year. So yeah,
Okay.
thanks to Push for the code for that, by the way. Friend of the show. It
Weird.
was on a couple of episodes back. So yeah, we can add that one as well. Pixel Junk Eden 2.
Aye.
Okay. So let's see, what does that? So Doom Eternal gets mine first vote, and Danny and Ty's second. Okay. Danny gives. Oh, you're okay. So you think Phoenix Rising?
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks like it looks kind of like Assassin's Creed Odyssey in like more of a fantasy setting, and you could like literally fly. So
Sounds like a
that's-
generic video game to me, Danny.
Yeah. I mean,
I liked
I played the
I liked the
demo.
combat in that game in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I thought it was great, and this looks like more of the same, just like maybe with a couple more outlandish things.
Yeah, well, let me tell you about Double Dragon Neon. This game is life-changing. It is
Nice.
a masterpiece,
Hmm.
and you must get your hands on it.
Is this a game that was released like 5 years ago on Xbox, but last year
Yeah.
on Switch?
Yes,
Okay, got it.
exactly. I remember I talked it up during the last Fammies, I believe. I told you I told you guys this is one of the best video games ever made. You have to get it, and then you didn't fucking get it.
I guess it didn't
Yes.
win any awards, right? Well, we didn't talk about it last year because it released too late. It's the whole
Right.
point of this
Right.
award. So here we are, a year later, getting onto it.
Yeah.
All right, Ty. I
Fair enough.
will do you a solid.
Yes.
I was just going to change my Phoenix Rising, Immortals Phoenix Rising to my number 2, and then put Doom Eternal as my number 1.
I played Phoenix Rising demo, and it felt like a more generic version of Breath of the Wild.
No,
It's
I
like-
don't think that's fair.
It's like
I haven't played it.
it's like all the same stuff as Breath of the Wild, but like
Yeah. I mean, like literally,
Made
Assassin's
by
Creed was
Ubisoft,
doing
right?
all of the stuff that Breath of the Wild was doing way before that it was doing it. Am I saying it wasn't doing it as well? It's the beauty in the eye of the beholder, my friend.
well, it's like, climb the tower and watch 5,000 things get added to your map, and
Yeah.
then collect 4 different currencies, and
Don't have to do that.
some annoying person in your ear telling you what to do all the time. It's like all of the things that Breath of the Wild fixed by just removing all that noise and just letting you just do what you want. Phoenix Rising is the opposite of that.
I'm not, and hey, I'm not. I haven't even fucking played the game, so I'm not even like trying to go there.
You should play the demo at least. But I know one of our patrons, Lemonade. I think it was his favorite game last year. I think he put like a lot of time into it in December last year, and I think it was his most played game.
Yeah.
Right in Lemonade, if I'm incorrect on that. Which is why it got added to this list. So it's worth talking about now. But okay, looks like we've got a winner here. Doom,
Sure.
and then Double Dragon. Yeah.
Yes,
Cool.
Double Dragon Neon, developed by Way Forward, soundtracked by Jake Kaufman. It's so good.
Righty. So the winner of best game that didn't get a mention last year because it released too late is Doom Eternal, and the runner-up is Double Dragon Neon.
So good. I cannot understate it enough.
Awesome.
Cool.
Oh, shout out to Pixel Junk even too. Oh, sorry, last year's winners. Forgot to mention those.
Yes.
So last year's winners were Katamari Damacy, Encore, and Firewatch. So yeah, Firewatch won last year. I still need to play that. It's been on my wish list for ages, but it hardly ever gets like a price reduction. So yeah, let's move on to number 12, which is Danny.
Yep. So this is the ongoing game of the year. And what this is, these are games that keep getting updated and we're still playing them years later. Rules, they must have had some kind of DLC or some kind of content update in 2021. And yes.
Which is why Splatoon 2 can't be on this, even though I played the shit out of it this year. It didn't get any new DLC.
Right. So the full list, I mean, the first game up here, Tetris 99, Dead by Daylight, Streets of Rage 4, and Smash Ultimate. So
what did Tetris get, Danny?
That's just events.
Yeah, that's a fun new background.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
counts.
Oh yeah, there was like Metroid one, right?
There's a lot. They did a lot, maybe more this year than they've done in previous years, actually. But
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, and the winners last year, 2020, Tetris 99 took it, and Dead by Daylight got the runner-up.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's not going to be the same fucking two games again, is it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, yeah, the patrons did add,
Streets of Rage 4 is on this list.
Yeah, they added Streets of Rage 4 and Smash. I mean, I know there are a lot of people out there like Smash, but let's take a look at the poll.
Oh yeah, you got it, Danny.
It's not there. Okay.
Oh shit, we don't have one for that. Oh shit, no,
that's
we don't
okay.
have
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
I think I missed the last few awards.
Dude, it's cool. It's cool.
Never mind.
In the chat, scream at us which one you want to win.
Yeah, or better yet, we can just all abstain from voting and just let the 2020 results stand.
Good.
I mean,
but I think we can do better.
We could.
Yeah. So Smash got like what, 2-3 characters this year?
Yeah.
Several.
Yeah.
I think
Kazuya, Sora, and the Xenoblade girl. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty good for new characters, I dare
forgot
say.
Steve was last year, right? Steve?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Hey, Steve.
Steve was last year and Min Min was last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, okay, just based on that strong showing from what Smash had, I'll give that my number one. I mean, and it's it. That's it. There are no more updates coming to the game. So it's like, what a fitting way to get a Fammies. You know, I'm pretty sure Sakura is going to be thrilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be mine as well. I'm just trying to think what my number 2 would be, though. Streets of Rage or Dead by Daylight or Tetris. I guess for me, it's like, because I didn't really play. I didn't play the Streets of Rage DLC. I played the regular core game for the first time this year, which I enjoyed. Dead by Daylight, I mean, listening to Ty talk about it every single episode, it can be enjoyable sometimes if it's something that I recognize or like, oh, cool, that's got added.
Yeah.
Tetris 99, like I have enjoyed looking at like the new themes and stuff. Like some of them look really cool, and I didn't do any of the events and failed every single one. Or maybe I did one. I can't remember. I did one. Totally forgotten which one it was. And then it ended up not being that good. Oh, it was the fucking WarioWare one.
This is okay. I mean,
and the music is like really annoying. So I probably will never use it.
I don't use my themes that I win. I just win them. They sit on the shelf.
Of course, yeah. Why would you use them?
Yeah, I got the Game Boy theme. Shoot. I might just go with I might just go with Streets of Rage on this one. I mean,
yeah.
How often is it going to get?
Right.
Zeke. Yeah. Perfect. Shouldn't UFO catchers be the ongoing game of the year?
Maybe, yeah. All these interesting new things.
Yeah.
So for me, Yeah, like I was kind of struggling. Do I want to give it a Streets of Rage or Dead by Daylight? Because it's like apples and oranges, right?
Mhm.
Like Streets of Rage got like a one-off DLC, and Dead by Daylight is continuously updated. And I thought about it for a minute, and I figured I'm gonna have to go with Dead by Daylight because not only is it getting more updates, but they're actually like fixing and reworking the old stuff that wasn't so good.
Mm.
Like they're they're redoing the character models and animations gradually. They're totally redoing the older levels, like
That's cool.
yeah, like graphical reworks and stuff. So they're reworking the old janky stuff and keeping it looking like a current generation game.
Hmm.
So that's very nice. So I would have to give it to them because they've been fixing busted stuff.
Hmm.
I would not give it to Smash because they're not getting rollback netcode when so many other games are getting reworked to have rollback netcode.
Yeah,
Get it
they
together,
won't.
guys.
They will not.
So I think Streets of Rage is going to win it, and the runner-up is Smash.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Number ones. Smash got 2 number 1 votes, but 3 number 2 votes trumps.
All right. Get out
Like,
your
it's
calculators, boys.
right. It seemed to me like if a game were to get 3
that's
or 2,
true.
you know what I mean?
3 points versus 4 points, I guess. If you give 2 points for the first place, 1 point for the second place, yeah. That would be 4 versus 3. So Smash would win it, and Streets of Rage would get the runners up.
Are you sure? Because I think I don't know how many runners up votes is a number 1 vote worth.
1 point for a run. Oh wait, what?
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
like the
second-
vote 2 would be
1 point.
Yeah, 1 point each, and then the vote 1 would be 2.
Yeah,
that seems like
so
it makes
four,
sense. I guess
4 for Smash, 3 for Streets of Rage, and 2 for Dead by Daylight.
Well,
okay then, there it is. Sorry, Ty.
Arbitrary rules made up on the spot. I mean, in the rule book for ages.
Right then, the
Okay.
honorable mention to Dead by Daylight for all its amazing DLC this year.
Right.
But the winner of ongoing Game of the Year, and this will be the last time it'll win it because there's no more DLC now.
Right.
It's Smash Ultimate. And the runner-up is Streets of Rage 4, which may get more DLC in the future.
Yeah, I kind of doubt it, but that would be nice.
There it is. Right then, let's move on to award number 13. So number 13 is...
Oh, cool.
Rest in peace. He got cut off at like the funniest time too.
Right. Well, number 13 is Hype Get of the Year. James must have hit the wrong button there. How you doing, buddy?
I tried to switch tabs and then ended up closing it.
Well, I just announced it. So, James, what do we got? Or
Super Hype of the Year.
Yes, I literally said that. Cool.
Yeah, you didn't do it right though.
Oh
yeah, you're right.
Amazing moments of hype delivered on the World Wide Web. So for this one, the last year's winner was the Mario 35th Anniversary Goodies, which was 3D All Stars. Mario 35. Game & Watch. And the runner-up was the Giga Leak. Wow, that was last year. So the nominations for this year are the Famicom Detective Club. Both games coming to the West for the first time ever. The other one was a new Pokemon Snap game after, 20 years?
Basically, 1999 and 2021, yeah, 21 years.
Metroid Dread, another game, the sequel to a game, first one in 20 years. And Splatoon 3 announcement. Holy shit, they're making a third one on the same console. That's not very Nintendo. So yeah, pretty fucking hype. Danny, anything from the patrons or
no? That was it.
Okay, we don't have an online poll for this one either. So
yeah, unfortunately not.
Rip in peace. So I'm just trying to think here. Which one was more hype, Splatoon 3 or Metroid Dread? I think. Ooh, this is a tough one. Okay, someone else go first. Let me think
I
about
don't know. I think the Famicom Detectives Club was like kind of low key fucking awesome. Because like the game's it's been a known quantity for Japan. Like it was going to be released in 2020, but you know, COVID happened and stuff, and the game got pushed back. And I did like a preview for it in 2020, and I thought, oh, there's no way this is going to come out in the West. And then it got announced. I was like, dude, what? And like, regardless of the what people say or anything about the quality of the game, like this newer version, I still think just the fact that this is a thing that you can play in English is great.
Yeah, I can dig it. I just thought of another one, the Advance Wars HD as well. That's
they like the announcement.
Yeah,
Okay.
the another game series which has been dormant for like God knows how many years, just
Right.
suddenly coming back.
Yeah,
That's pretty
it would have been here if it wasn't for delays, but yeah.
Yeah. This is tricky. I think I'm gonna go for Splatoon 3. Because like I really didn't think they would do a sequel on the same console. I thought it was gonna be Switch 2 before we saw anything like that. Because like Splatoon 2 is still selling like hotcakes, even now. It's played by millions every single day, most of them in Japan.
Right.
You know, the online community and the matches is like almost the same as launch. It's like it's crazy. So it's pretty hyped that, you know, we're getting a new game next year, 2022. Holy shit. I think Metroid is just behind that for me. Because yeah, for the reasons that I just said, you know, dormant game series for 2 decades. And then they just get a sequel like that. Like all of the rumors is all about Metroid Prime 4, right? Like the game that's been in development for like what, 5 years now?
Yeah. Oh, rebooted
and
yeah.
And it's like every year it's like my most anticipated game is like, please give us some info on Prime 4, anything on Prime 4. And it's like, how about a sequel to Super Metroid? Okay, I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's even better in a way.
Yeah.
So
James Allen has a late entry here. He says the Zelda Game & Watch, which I mean, it's cool. It's cool.
The announcement for the Game & Watch?
Just Zelda Game & Watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the announcement was I was probably more excited about the announcement than I actually was when I actually got it. It's a cool system, but I just, you know, the idea of it was even cooler, which is, I find that the older I get, that seems like that happens more and more often.
Oh, look, they painted it green and put different ROMs on it. Good job, guys.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
Man.
Also, let's just overall just appreciate that Nintendo Direct is still getting the hype train rolling. They still have that hypeness. Like everyone, even Ty, who hates Nintendo, actually watches Nintendo Directs or pays attention to them, because like none of the other big companies seem to do anything even remotely similar. Like
they'll do it good, or they'll do it just like really bad.
Like, where's the Sony Direct or the Xbox Direct? Like they do things, but like no one gives a shit. Even Xbox
people
fans
do. I think people are just more disappointed usually because of pacing. They're figuring it out. I'll give them that.
Right.
I mean, Nintendo wasn't always hitting home runs right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Like, oh, good, another generic third-person shooter game with gray textures. Yeah, sign me up, boys.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, brother.
Right.
Oh, Azik mentions Cruisin' Blast. I guess some people are hyped for that, right?
Sure.
This another
sure.
sequel.
I didn't mean to sound so dismissive there.
When was Cruising World?
Oh man, that's like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
1999 or 2000? No.
I late in 64, so like 2000
maybe. I mean, the game kind of came back under a different name for a while, and then it did get released on Wii, and they changed it to the Cruisin' name. What the fuck was it? It was like no, it was. I want to say it was like a Fast and Furious tie-in sort of in the arcade version.
Okay.
It was sounds familiar.
done by Raw Thrills. It had the same director, Eugene Jarvis, who cannot make an original game.
Cool.
Yeah, and then that became a cruising game on Wii somehow. My arcade fucking had that. It was weird.
Well, this one's all over the place. We've only got everyone's voted for different things.
Yeah. This is a nightmare.
We got Advance
Okay,
Wars.
I have my
Splatoon.
second vote. I
Yeah.
think I will go with my second vote towards Metroid Dread announcement because that was cool and
It
surprising.
was cool.
That's 2 points for that.
Oh fuck!
And then everything else has 2 points. So everything has 2 points.
We've really fucked this up.
God.
Oh no, I haven't put my second one down yet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Metroid
yeah.
Dread,
Metroid is my
2.
second one. Yeah, you're right. Do we want to put a third vote down, like a third runner-up? That
I'm
might help.
down.
Sure.
What?
I mean, fuck it.
What would be my third one be here? Pokemon Snap or Advance Wars?
Let's spread it out a little bit more.
That's tricky.
here.
I would,
Wait, we're gonna like
Cruising
perfectly spread it. Every vote.
Yes.
Perfect even distribution.
Okay, the third vote is worth half a point each. Or do we
Yeah.
want to do worth 2/3 of a point each? What do you say?
I don't know, Danny.
No, I'm kidding. That's a half point.
half a point. Okay, so that means Advance Wars gets 2.5 points. Splatoon 3 gets 2. Metroid gets 2.5. So that's now drawn again.
Wait, no, I shouldn't do what I'm doing. Okay. I can't vote for the same thing twice, right? Okay. No.
You
Oh
cannot.
no. Okay. That doesn't help.
Now Splatoon 3 gets 2.5. And Advance Wars also gets 2.5. And Metroid Dread gets 3.5. Okay, so we have a winner. Okay, let's just call it while it's there. Metroid Dread is the winner.
Could do a fourth.
None of us
Okay.
voted it as our first choice, but it's kind of like a V9 thing we can all agree on.
So now we have to choose between this one. What's this one? 2.5 for Splatoon 3 and 2.5 for Advance Wars. So it's between Splatoon 3 and Advance Wars.
Okay, well you can just ask Danny, which one do you like, Splatoon or Advance Wars?
Splatoon.
Fine. Let's just get this category over with.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, let's call it then. All right then. So the Super Hype Get Year of the Year, the announcement of Metroid Dread as the winner, and the announcement of Splatoon 3 is the runner-up.
Okay. I still think Advance Wars is the best though.
Well, let's just agree that
we're all entitled to our opinions, even if you're wrong.
Okay, well I'm never wrong. That's the thing.
Okay.
Opinions are like they're like assholes, right? Opinions.
Right.
Everyone's got one, but some stink more than others. So we're up to number 14. Tie.
All right. Now
Take
a
it
fun
away.
category for once. Let's go. Best music track of the year. Okay, so these are all my nominations because I'm the only person with ears on this podcast. What? Right, so I have slapped down 6 jams from Switch games that came out this year, or games from other platforms that released 10 years ago. Christ, maybe literally. So let's see. I have another winter from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That's like the level 1 music. It rules. Party Stronger. That's like level 6 or 7. That's like the Halloween party level. That is a banger. Next, we have Fillmore, like the first action level from ActRaiser Renaissance, beautifully remade in 2021.
Nice.
And we have Burning Halloween Town, which is from Death Smiles. So maybe the first level. You can choose your first level, but it's like the intended first level. Oh, and that game is coming out right at this very minute. If it's releasing at midnight.
Nice.
Yeah. Next we have Moonlit Wilderness from the Kazuya DLC in Smash, which is like straight up from Tekken 5, and that is an iconic and beloved fighting game song.
Cool.
That used to be my ringtone. And next we have Moonsiders First Smash Remix. So that's the original remix of Moonsiders from Tekken 7. And that song is a banger. Like every dude that makes fighting game videos on YouTube like uses that to introduce his videos. All right,
that's an original remix for Smash Ultimate.
Yes, the original remix, and Moonlit Wilderness is original from Tekken 5. But they got songs going back to Tekken 1, and they even have like weirdo shit from like Tekken Revolution.
What was last year's winner?
What was last year's win? Oh, it was Call the Cops from Streets of Rage 4.
Good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. I didn't put them on here, but there are a couple of bangers from the Streets of Rage 4 DLC that has new music. And the runner-up last year is Gladiator from Doom Eternal.
Great, nice. That was a good one too.
Yeah, it was. I'm kind of happy that it wasn't like the one everybody uses in their YouTube memes.
Yeah.
Okay. I
probably got the same thing, James, aren't we? Maybe.
My number one is Another Winter from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Mm-hmm.
And my runner-up is Moonsiders Smash Remix. That's Kazuya's DLC.
Yeah, I really liked Fillmore. I thought that was really good. It's from ActRaiser Renaissance. That's my number one. My number two is going to be Another Winter from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And I just want to say too, like if you're watching a video version, we're going to have these linked up in the description box and or on the Famicast website, so you can find links to how to do this. For audio guys, I mean, I'm going to put these. Well, I'm going to put the winners in at some point. I don't know. I'll put them in here somehow and stuff like that.
Put them in the background.
Yeah, or something. But yeah, just check the website if you want to get like full clips of like what all these are, or if you're really good at catching what we were just saying, you can just search for it. You know, however you want to search. Ty, how about you, man? Like, I mean, these are all like pretty decent songs, so like I know it's got to be tough.
Yeah, this is very tough for me to choose. All right. I'm just gonna go with my gut and say Fillmore, new version.
Good man.
And for my runner-up, I would choose Moonlit Wilderness. That was my number one choice for Tekken songs, and they put it in straight up. So I was excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it looks like we have a clear winner for once, which is nice.
Right. It's been a while.
There it is. Cool. So the winner is... Oh, we got it? Another Winter?
Nope.
Oh, no, sorry. Fillmore.
Yeah, Fillmore. Original song by Yuzo Koshiro, remastered beautifully 20 years later, 30 years later.
And the runner-up is Another Winter?
Yeah. The first level Scott Pilgrim song.
Very
by
nice.
Anamanaguchi. They did the soundtrack for that game.
Good
movie as well, by the way.
In 80. Yeah, that's a fun movie.
Cool. So now we got to go to some secret awards, right? Super special ones that seem to change every year.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, I don't have one this year, so I'm going to pass this one. So I'm going to pass to Danny. What is your secret award? It's not Watto's Pro Cricket Award?
No, I thought I'd change it up a little bit. So
who's going to do the sports games if it's not you?
No one. Well, no one on
Yep.
the show.
Yep.
buy baseball games and Wrestling Empire. Boom. So today and for this year, I have a new award, and this is Danny Bivens' JAPANeed on your Switch.
What the fuck?
the-
Oh god.
These are Japan only releases that released on the Switch here in Japan, and
Do we need the over 18s thing or?
Oh no, because
Okay.
I will say this because I know that some games that are like Japan only releases are things that don't get released because it's just too hentai weird shit, and like even though some of that stuff is available on the Western eShops, just like not translated or
Danny, don't spoil Ty's top 5.
sorry.
see me in Pretty Girls Mahjong. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hentai of the year.
So I have 3 nominations here.
Mhm.
And so the first nomination here is Buddy Mission Bond. Second nomination is Densha de Go Hashiro Yamanote-sen. Ever heard of it? And the third nomination here is E-Baseball Pro Yaku Spirits 2021 Grand Slam. And like kind of the criteria for this, according to like whatever, like what I'm thinking of here, like this game has to be like so Japanese that it hurts. And I think a lot of these games kind of have that to an extent. I thought about maybe adding or like keeping Super Nodage Party here too, because that's like really like Japanese kusoge type of stuff to the extreme, but it's like intentional. But like I think these games are generally good and you don't have to play them in a party setting to have fun. So yeah, it was a very tough decision, but I think you guys already know what my winner's going to be. And that is, of course, Densha de Go. Freaking fantastic game. I was really surprised with how much I liked it. Yeah, even if you can't read Japanese, like I was having some problems with some of like the wording, because like even if I asked my wife, I'd be like, what the hell does this mean? And she's like, I don't know about nerdy train shit, you moron. I'm like, oh. So like then I like looked up something, and like it was kind of weird. Like you had to like basically coast to like coast through a certain spot, like on the on the rail or whatever. And like just the way it was like coming up in like dictionaries and stuff didn't make any sense. My wife didn't know what the hell it was talking about. So like I found a pretty good guide that helped me through like this one very specific part. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is like, even though this game is Japanese as hell, I think that it's still probably the most accessible out of these. Buddy Mission Bond is great. Lots of words, might be a little bit tough. Baseball, I mean, I know it's some people hate sports games, but yeah, Densha de Go, give it a shot.
All right. JAPANeed it.
JAPANeed it.
There it is.
Yeah.
So next up, it wouldn't be an award show if we didn't have a Nintendon't award. Ty,
Nintendo
take it away.
blast processing, baby. Let's go.
Right.
All right. So, best games not on Nintendo platforms.
Number 99.
Yeah.
We're here a while, folks.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh man, I'm having trouble deciding this actually. Kind of thinking it's got to be either Halo Infinite, which like has fucking knocked it out of the park. It's great and it's on Game Pass.
Yeah,
I should just say Game Pass is what Nintendon't.
Right. Like actually, honestly, Ty, like I'm excited because I've talked about it on the show. I'm gonna try to get through the cloud Game Pass, see how it goes. Like, and I really want to try out Halo Infinite. I think it looks great. People are saying nothing but great things. Yeah,
so
man.
Good.
What was your last year's Nintendon't game?
What was Phasmophobia?
Shit.
Yeah.
Do you still play that?
I do still play it. It still is getting like, it just got a huge update with all sorts of new items, which are scary as fuck. Like you can find a music box and start playing it, and then a thing will happen.
Wow.
The promise has been made. A thing will happen. The other game I was thinking of is Guilty Gear Strive. And it's pretty good. I don't think it's the best fighting game by any stretch, but like visually and I guess in terms of effort, maybe it's one of the best fighting games around because it looks so good and it's a unique experience. Let me tell you.
That was your like most hyped for the year last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
When it came out.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's pretty good. I think they need to change like some things, some ways the game works. But like, I love the characters. I love the music. It's a game I feel like it would be on Switch if Switch had, you know, decently capable hardware.
Yeah, sure.
Switch Pro coming soon.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say because I put more time into it, I'm gonna go with Strive for this one. Guilty Gear Strive.
There it is. Nintendon't of the year.
Yep. Let me just scribble that in there. I'm gonna put an honorable mention to Halo though.
Okay.
I mean, it's so good.
Alrighty. So the last segment, are we going to just hype games for next year?
We could wait. I had an idea, James. Like, why don't we take a look at our hype games from last year?
Yeah.
And then see like if that happened. And then like what we could do, because I mean it is getting a little bit late. We could do our hype games for 2022, like first episode of 2022. Because there will be a couple of other kind of like things that we'll want to wrap up on the next episode. And also too, if you guys out there didn't get, you know, any of your stuff read out, you know, please be sure to send us, you know, you can hit us up, email famicast@gmail.com, you know, hit us up on Twitter, hit us up, you know, YouTube comments, you know, whatever. And maybe we can do that. Like, want to just scroll down and kind of look at our stuff and we can.
Mine's easy. Mine's easy because two of them are the same and I'm only adding one. So Breath of the Wild 2 still hasn't come out. Metroid Prime 4 still hasn't come out. I think that's now 3 years in a row that both of those have been on that. And the one that I'm adding this year is Advance Wars 1 and 2. I'm interested to see how that pans out because I like Advance Wars more than Fire Emblem. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I just don't like Fire Emblem, so it's quite easy.
Fair enough.
How about you, Ty?
Oh yeah, games I was looking forward to playing this year. State of Decay 3, which did not come out this year. I don't even think they've hardly worked on it, but they've instead updated the fuck out of State of Decay 2. Like even one of the developers, he does regular streams where he shows off all the new updates or just plays. And he said, yeah, we ran the State of Decay 3 trailer just to let people know we're planning on making it. And I was like, oh,
psych.
But they've added like so much stuff to State of Decay 2, so I'm pretty happy as far as that's concerned. Perfect Dark 3, I don't know anything about that. What happened?
Well, it's probably just being quietly worked on, you know.
Virtua Fighter 6. They came out with Virtua Fighter 5, like it's called Esports Edition or whatever, and it fucking is like hosted on Google servers. So if you don't live near a Google server, it's unplayable.
Right.
It's been kind of an ongoing fighting game community joke that it's like racist. It's racist netcode. King of Fighters 15. They sort of delivered. It's in beta right now. It's like they've had like limited betas. It's not out yet, but it's coming out very soon. And Guilty Gear Strive came out, and they're like on their like third or fourth DLC character now. Great.
Cool.
Nice.
So pretty good results for games I wanted to play this year.
So anything to add this year, Ty? Or
yeah, I need more time to think about it, but
okay.
Definitely Advance Wars 1 and 2 since that got pushed back.
Yeah.
State of Decay 3 in the off chance it actually comes out next year. Oh, definitely Rumbleverse.
Oh, right. So we can take off Guilty Gear Strive because that's out.
Yeah.
And then what else is out? King of Fighters 15?
Yeah, it's almost out. It's like beta. I think its official release is January or February.
So the rest we can just keep, I guess.
Yeah.
All
Right. Yeah. I'll just what did I just say a minute ago? Rumbleverse.
Advance Wars and Rumbleverse, yeah. Danny, take us home.
Well, last year I was looking forward to a Zelda 3D collection. In general, Zelda 35 goodness. Great job. I was also looking forward to Pro Yaku Spirits, Pro Baseball Spirits 2021 because it was the end of the 2-year cycle, and I just figured Sony would go for the more popular console, and they did. I predicted it. Cool. And
What's
I also
that,
was
the PSP.
No, it was. Well, they did have a PSP version years ago, but no, it was on Vita. 2019, it was on PS4 and fucking Vita. Like that's something. But yeah, and then I was kind of excited about the Perfect Dark reboot that they showed off in 2020 and kind of been quiet about. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah, but I guess for 2022, it's man, it seems like my mind's kind of fried right now. But I mean, I am curious to see what Nintendo's going to do with Splatoon 3. I mean, I like Splatoon. Yeah, I like Splatoon 1. I like Splatoon 2. They're fun games.
That's crazy, isn't it? This time last year, we didn't know Splatoon 3 existed.
Right.
That's why it wasn't on my list, of course.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, like, I mean, I wish Nintendo would kind of spruce up the N64 app on Switch a little bit, but I know they won't. So why even hope? But I mean,
can I add Game Boy?
Sure.
Online, Game Boy Online. I'm going to add Game Boy Online.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Game Boy Online.
Yeah. I thought of a couple other things I wanted to add too.
Okay.
Project L, which they actually showed some footage of this year. That's like the League of Legends universe fighting game, which is made by the fucking guys that invented rollback netcode and the Evo tournament.
Okay. Well,
nice.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. A lot of fighting game community people are thinking like this is going to be the holy grail, the LOL fighter.
Yeah.
And Killer Instinct 4, which is maybe being worked on. We don't know by. Okay, so an Xbox podcast. I don't know. It's a guy that's always right about everything. Said he talked to somebody. Said, yeah, they're gonna do Killer Instinct 4, but he doesn't know who the developer is.
Is it going to be like Killer Instinct : Chapter 2?
Well, I don't know what they're gonna call it or what they're gonna do because
Killer Instinct Gold 2.
The new one's a reboot, but it's basically the third game. So the next one's the fourth game, and they can call it whatever they want. Killer Instinct Super Turbo.
Fortnite just went into Chapter 3.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess one of the other things that I would like to see, and I think this is very possible, is maybe we talked about this on the show too, but more obscure N64 games.
Hell yeah, bro!
Because like
it's the Dark Age.
Yeah, I mean, I think the N64's library is small enough compared to like NES and Super Nintendo, like where you start digging the bottom of the barrel for NES. Oh man, there you go. Mace Ty has a copy.
I fucking keep this game on my desk.
Keep it on your person all the time. No, but like with Super Nintendo and NES, if you scrape the bottom of the barrel, you're really coming up with some.
Hell yeah, bro! We got Biofreaks, we got Hamster Monogatari 64.
No, but like with N64, it's like I think a lot of us, especially maybe like Ty and our age, like you just think about all the magazines and stuff that you were reading back in the day, like even games that are like maybe weirdo stuff to some people, like we're like, oh yeah, I remember reading about that, like on IGN, or I saw that in Nintendo Power, I saw that in whatever.
Doshin the Giant.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of potential for people with nostalgia for that, more so than Super Nintendo, because and NES, because the library is just a lot smaller. So we'll see. I'm remaining hopeful. Maybe we'll see 64 DD stuff. I
mean, we'll be lucky to get one a month, Danny.
I know. I'm trying to keep my expectations real, because of the games that aren't out yet, I think there's about like somewhere between 8 to 10. Oh yeah, and AZ Rakuga Kids hype. Yeah, man.
Oh, that's a good fucking game.
Yeah. But yeah,
Looks like a baby's toy for babies.
Right. You want to catch these tonsil boops? Let's go.
Yeah,
That's right. I'm dropping some fighting game nerd shit.
And we have been making a list of games that are released now this month, which we haven't talked about because they're released too late this year, and they will be considered in next year's games that were released too late in 2021. So we're talking about them in 2022. Yes, but just off the top of my head, I know Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon comes out later this month.
today maybe.
Today
Or
maybe,
tomorrow.
obviously.
Smiles, baby. Let's go. I'm seeing if I can buy it right now.
Death Smiles, Brain Academy, Danganronpa, Asteroids Recharged, Loop Hero, The Kids We Were. We talked about that a couple of episodes back. And yeah. So anything else that came out this month that you think we should talk about, then let us know. We'll talk about them in a year's time.
Cool.
Right then. I think that wraps it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to do things like top videos of the year and that kind of stuff. We'll do that in the next episode, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then, like I said earlier too, just if you guys have anything like your top games, based on playtime of the year, send it to us. We want to hear what you guys have been playing. Always fun to hear from you guys. So
we've been doing that for quite a long time, actually. We did that even before we went solo.
Yep.
Like people used to tell us that their 3DS playlist, their 3DS top played games, because it was easy to do back in the day.
It was such a detailed thing too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right then. So that about wraps it up. Danny, when are we back in January?
So I'm actually throwing up this nice Fammies 2021 image that James actually made, which is pretty cool. I believe oh my God, I was just talking about this the other day. Basically 3 weeks from today, December 15th, is when we're planning on coming back after the break. We all know we always kind of like to take a nice long break just to get things, settled down or whatever. But that'll put us back on roughly January 12th, maybe that at least that week, depending on how you're listening to us or consuming the episode. So
yeah. So join the Discord.
Yeah,
I'll be shit posting in there. I think I'll post my anime trash boxes I got these last 2 weeks in there.
Cool.
That sounds like a good plan.
Oh yeah, that's not going away, by the way, guys. We didn't do it today, but that's just because we're doing the awards.
Yeah.
Right.
Anime trash will be back next year.
Right. Originally an interim feature. I guess it's become a mainstay for as long as I keep wasting my time and money getting these things.
It's going to be its own YouTube channel soon, Ty.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, like James said, I think that's actually going to do it for the Fammies 212, or the Famicast 212, the Fammies 2021. Of course, thank you guys out there for your support all the time. We appreciate you, right? You right now listening or watching the show. We appreciate you guys. You're welcome. Thanks so much. Have a great holiday season with your loved ones, friends, or enemies, or however you celebrate it. Murder, whatever. Happy New Year and all that stuff. Yeah, and like Ty said, join us on the Discord. If you don't know how to get onto our Discord, hit us up. We can point you in the right direction. But yeah, that's it for the Famicast in 2021. Thank you guys again. We will catch you next time.
Peace out. Happy New Year.
Peace. Hope you've been enjoying Christmas music and stuff throughout the show, because I've been putting some in and then other things too. So anyways, that's it. See you guys.
Peace out.
Merry Christmas, you filthy